Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 13 of Torchbearer, the Keep on the Borderlands. I'm Eric, your host and game master, as always. I've been having a super fun time playing a bunch of role-playing games today, and I cannot wait to keep going. Earlier today, I played some Fever Swamp. We got over one of the critical objectives from that game, and so that was kind of a really fun quest. And now I'm continuing. Now I'm excited to continue doing more exciting fun quests in more like old school style dungeon crawling adventure ish things with this fine group. So Virgil, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I've been playing some games too. Yesterday, I had my first mortal wound for a Burning Wheels character.
Ooh,
Uh,
nice.
Ooh.
so my luck is I play with abandon though, just like this game. Like I'm ready to play as well. As long as your luck holds up, Eric, we'll do fine. I'm Virgil, also known as Zircon5 on the Twitch, and also my music is also known by the name Zircon5, soundcloud.com/Zircon5. I am playing Cadence Serenadolin once again today. Super excited for my elven adventures. Belief. I'm a true adventurer. Elves are made of sterner stuff. My goal has been scaled back, all the way back to get to a safe place to camp. I might even
for context, what was it before?
it was get back to town and
I just think everybody deserves to know like what scaled back means.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
This has gone from like long distance to short distance.
Mm-hmm.
Instinct: don't run out of food. Always take an opportunity to forage. So let's see how badly that goes. Sean, what are your guesses?
I think it's gonna go bad. I wasn't at the last game. Adam took my role, and I've heard did an amazing job. Like now I'm gonna have to try and play my character as well as Adam does. But it was exciting to hear that we got into more trouble last session. Apparently, we left this horrible red caves and then went back. But here we are. I'm playing Bryn, the Dwarven adventurer. She's been grappling this whole game with her adherence to tradition versus her desire to versus her jaded notion about all institutions being inherently corrupt. And her belief is people with good intentions make promises. People with good character keep them. And her goal, which I think Adam wrote, and I'm gonna keep because it sounds real smart to me, was I'll gain the commitment of our party. Parties in quotes. I think we have a variable definition of party, whether it includes Sirica or not is the question. That we're here to explore the caves, not to serve the Lords of Chaos. I thought that was established. Like I didn't realize that was a thing we needed to establish. I thought we were past that. But if we're not, then let's establish it. Some ground rules here, people. And my instinct is when at rest, repair damaged gear. And I know my chainmail is still all busted up, and I'm sure we've got some other damaged gear around. So I will stick with it.
My bow is broken now as well.
Oh no, Cadence, you've had the rough time. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about getting into acting a Torchbearer. How about you, Sage?
Yeah, I am excited too to get back into it, even after just 1 week. So I'm playing Linus, the human magician. I had to double check the name of the class in this, the magic user. His belief is that I can find allies within the creatures of the caves. Some of the creatures here are like me, and that's going to stand for now. I've been playing towards it a lot. I don't think I've kind of established either way fundamentally, though. I think Bryn may be pushing me towards a resolution there. I was just thinking about how kind of our beliefs chain along a little bit, because at one end there's Bryn, who's like has this goal of like, we've got to set some ground rules about the Lords of Chaos here, guys. And then at the other end there's Basil, and then in between there's Linus, who's like, well, as long as we make friends. Yeah, so I'm keeping that belief, keeping my instinct, win in camp, make a map, because I'm gonna fish out a few more checks out of that. Actually, should have thought this through a little bit more because I'm very close to advancing Arcanist. So maybe I should have tried to fish for that. But we need some maps. I think I'm going to stick with that one, especially because we're hopefully making camp this session. That's what I said last session, and it didn't happen. So, the ungiven future and all that. And goal, I'm actually I was a little late to writing this, but I think for this session, my goal is probably... actually, given what I know of how Bryn's been pushing, I think my goal might be something about keep the party from tearing itself apart or something like that. I think Linus values his friendships more than he does the Lords of Chaos or Order or whatever. He's very much in the here and now, and I think he can see some tension brewing in the interactions between folks. So I think I'm going to take a goal about actually, I think I'm going to broaden that from keep us from tearing ourselves apart to keep the party together, because that way, if we face external threats that are tearing us apart as well, I can still pursue it.
Yeah, don't split the party in a real.
My goal is party. Yeah,
an important way. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Over to you, Epi.
Good evening. I am playing Basil.
We keep on going.
Basil. I am a human cleric, and I'm a human cleric of unaffiliated allegiances here. So this plays into what my belief is. My current belief is the Lords of Light have need of my services, so I shall serve. This has been thanks to 2 sessions ago when Bryn was kind enough to wager me on the outcome of my chaos fever.
Yeah, that was good times.
Everything I've seen since then has shown me that, especially here, the Lords of Law or the Lords of Light or whatever they are really need my help. So they can't get it done themselves. Basil will step in and do it for them. My goal, however, is going to be a shocking moment of empathy from this cleric. My goal is to get Cadence out of the caves alive. That's what I'm going to do. I think I've now seen you beaten down so thoroughly. What are your conditions?
Look, if you really want the Artha, you should take off the last word of the sentence and just
get Cadence out of the caves.
I mean, you only have to pursue it to get some Artha out of it.
No. I am hungry, thirsty, exhausted, and injured.
Is that really you, Epidiah? Is there an atom wearing you right now? You being worried about Cadence?
I'm going to do this. Well, I mean, I'm going to try this. And then my instinct is going to remain winning camp, help out our most sick, which I think we know who that is.
You.
Yeah, I'm hungry and thirsty, and I am hankering for some drink.
Back to you, Eric.
Yeah. So I just looked over and saw the conditions on every screen.
Yep. Yeah.
I'll bring us over there so you can see it too. All those chicken legs. Ooh, that's not where you want to be. Okay.
Those represent chicken legs we want, not have. So, in case anyone's wondering.
That's the best part. I think your characters see them and want them so bad.
It's like Looney Tunes where we're like everything. We keep looking at each other and we see like a ham.
Yeah. So I'm going to take you in. I know we got to do the previously on, but I'm going to take you in. And just remind we pick up at the death of the torturer. So apparently, wherever you are, somewhere in this fine red stone dungeon, looks to be well occupied and well stocked. But we'll find out more about that after we do our prologue. Who wants to do the prologue to recover?
Want is one thing. Who's allowed to?
Who needs to? I should say who needs to
as well.
Yeah,
I think I did it last time and can't do it again.
Oh, I believe that's true.
That is the case. I was just about to say, obviously, Cadence should do it. And the rest of us are fairly equal. I would say Sean is probably out because I feel bad making you recap a session you weren't at.
I mean,
Just pick it
I
up.
could go for it, but you know, there were wolves. There was a torturer. Cadence tries to do something silly. I mean, we all agreed to follow an NPC when everyone knows that's a bad idea.
Epi, you or me, I don't have a strong feeling either way.
Sure, I just got done doing it, so I can do it again. It's fresh in my brain, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, then here's the situation. Parents went away for a
week's vacation.
Yeah, I couldn't. So
Epi, you are one of my favorite people to game with. I just put that out there.
That's good.
I am loopy tonight on sleep deprivation, but we'll get through this. Where we started last session, we had just pulled Cadence out of these caves, kicking, screaming, and maybe a little injured at the time. And then we thought, well, let's go back to town. Let's get some. Let's regroup. Let's maybe get some sorely needed supplies since we're all hungry and thirsty right now, and let's replenish ourselves. But oh man, I'm gonna murder her name. The priestess, what's her name?
Sirica.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at the spelling, and yeah.
I've got my bad spelling written on my character sheet, which is so bad.
I just want to say Sriracha, and that's just the sauce.
So Sirica doesn't care for that. She would prefer that we return and redouble our efforts against the undead and the chaos in the caves. And we have a little argument. And during this argument, though Bryn makes an exceptionally strong point that none of us can remember at this moment, which is probably why we didn't follow it.
I've heard it was brilliant.
It was amazing.
Astoundingly smart. Yeah.
The end result was a compromise, and the compromise was we're going to camp here, and then we'll go in. So we're like, yeah, we'll camp, but we had this funny feeling that we had unfinished business before we camped, i.e. we needed a check. We didn't have a check, we couldn't camp. So Cadence, being the hale and hardiest of us all, decided to sneak off to gather some fruit, following Cadence's instincts, which led him to a snare, which attracted wolves, which Linus befriended, which we then drove into the caves with Sirica and her silent companions, and we let them chase after the undead. We took a hard right and went a different direction, where we encountered a overly large torturer who we slew almost right away. I think that it was a pretty decisive battle there. All of us were terrified for a moment, and then he just fell. Thanks to Bryn, I believe.
Yeah,
Bryn.
I would say Bryn slew him mightily.
Yes, and that's where we stand now, over the body of this torturer. We actually heard torturing going on while we were approaching this?
And expiring.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes. Those were things that
All
were
right.
heard. Okay, perfect. Recover. You're healthy. Or you're hungry.
You're
Back
thirsty.
to being healthy.
Yeah.
I think we are fresh on the grind because everybody was hungry and thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
So, without any further ado, in front of you, is a now dead torturer, a mountain of a man, hood and all, with their armor with several arrows piercing them at this point. Yeah, definitely dead.
And this is just a man when we
Mhm.
pull his helm off or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are a. They're definitely like a Trollodarian man, born and bred, kind of similar to Sirica. Oh, excuse me, no, Sirica's half. So just a general big, huge, happy-go-lucky man. Like imagine if Basil took Captain America's super serum, that's
Good.
I think to give you a sense of size and might.
I would like to perform some sort of last rites over this beast of a man, but I'm going to make sure that they're the rights of the gods of law.
It's enormous. You might have to read it twice.
Eric, could
That's
you
a great
also
idea.
Give us a little, assuming we have light, it looks like
I
Basil.
haven't
Light.
torch.
Can you give us a little repaint a little picture of the space that we're in right now? Because I think we're in his torture chamber. Is that correct? I don't know where.
Correct.
What's around us right now?
Right. Okay. No problem.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
look
a
around
good
for
point.
something to heal me. What do I?
Right. Right. So let me set the scene for you all. You're all in a small little narrow hallway that's been obviously developed. Unlike the ancient tunnels of yore made by the elves and stuff, this seems to be like a modern addition to the redstone. Like to an elf, maybe past 100 years or so. Like very fresh, very new. So you guys are in the middle of a hallway with two little branching paths where you are attacked by the torturer coming down a set of stairs. Coming up a set of stairs. So in front of you is basically a forking direction path. One goes down a set of stairs into what looks to be like the torture room-ish from The Princess Bride. Like nothing, not like the actual soul-sucking machine, but very quintessential Iron Maidens, manacles, stretching racks, the works. This is a very exquisite, fine craftsmanship for torturing men. But to the other side, there seems to be a sealed wooden door made of some sort of strong, like black hardwood, like if mahogany was completely onyx. It has a single brass, door handle in the shape of a bull, with no window. There's no activity coming from there. There are sounds of something maybe. Some kind of like quiet, either like footsteps or dripping, like water dripping from a ceiling coming from your south, from the way you came. So if we're looking at this direction on the map here, from this direction, right? Does that make sense? If you're looking at Roll20.
Let me zoom out.
Okay.
And any peaks down here, also, furthermore, lead down to a set of stairs descending with another locked door, similar to the one that you're standing in front of. So there's a huge clamor battle going on, echoing through this place. Remember how the stone all around here echoes greatly?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's that clash between the wolves in Sirica and the undead is still going on. There's a door in front of you, leaning to your left, solid black. So imagine sort of the color scheme here is deep blood red, black and gold, and your light is sort of making very stark shadows and contrast between everything here.
Is the chamber from whence the torture came up from? Is it lit? Are there is there light down there?
Yeah, there's torches and sconces flickering around, making the shadows of the Iron Maidens and torture racks.
And we can sort of see those down the steps, even though we're at the top of the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If they're torturing people, they have to keep them alive with water to get down there. We're very low on supplies.
And I have one more question before we dive in. Did we agree with Sirica that she was sort of on her own? Is it news to us that she's in a fight, or it?
No, we were like, we'll split up. We'll make sure no one comes from behind. We kind of did make sure that one dude didn't come from behind.
It was more.
She did call us cowards. It
was a little surprising to Sirica the way you guys departed, thinking like, cool, you got these wolves, let's go, let's fight these things, and you were like, actually, we're going this way. Bye. It was a little jarring to them. They didn't appreciate it.
Okay, good to know. We'll take that feedback under advisement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And we heard the sound of somebody dying downstairs, right? You said being tortured and expiring.
To death. Yeah. Yep. As you guys were making your way down
Basil,
here,
you should save those last rites for someone who deserves them. I'm sure there's some poor soul down there that could use them more than this creature could.
Well, I'm not sending him to his gods.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll actually like lead the way as I have a torch down these stairs
Okay.
into the torture chamber.
Right. So this torture chamber is recently carved with very like sharp angles, very high vaulted ceiling with a huge black iron candelabra that's not lit, hanging over with some like chains and things dangling down from it. Surrounding you on sort of the parts of this wall. Imagine, if you would, maybe like a 25-foot by 25-ish kind of square room here. Just a huge wide assortment of whips up on a wall, some stockades, manacles, torturing racks, iron maidens, the works. This person was into their craft in a big way. And laying dead on or ostensibly dead on one of those stretching racks is a man. By the looks of it, maybe you've seen them around the keep before. He's wearing the torn ribbons of blue pants that the blue lions would have. Their boots are missing.
And is he currently does it appear that he was
He's been tortured, hella tortured
to death? Yeah, that he's
So is he somebody who may have recently disappeared then?
Like the body. Yeah, there's no like blue on the lips or anything like that. Like this person's just all bruised, battered, prodded, scarred, perforated.
Now, I don't
stretched,
know
broken.
with any certainty, but most sort of winch mechanisms work where they lock in one direction and then they have a release in the other. So like if you're going to, I don't know, say try and stretch something, you can keep ratcheting it, and each time you do a little tick, it'll lock into place. But then once you do a release, it'll completely undo. I look for that release on the device, if such a thing exists. Again, neither Sean nor Bryn has actual expertise in these devices, but it's mechanically like it would hold.
Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, neither do I. But it just looks like this person this person just finished a decathlon of torture, right?
Yeah.
I too would like to declare that I have no knowledge of torture devices.
And in the
decathlon,
also. Yeah,
I'm glad our band of murder hobos have more sense than the CIA.
Yeah, so
It's a low bar.
Is it feasible to take them down from the rack that they're in?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's no check necessary. They're made pretty easily to have a they're clearly made by men and not like say like goblin or orc torture devices. There is some craftsmanship to this. The lever is basically on the other side of where the ratchet wheel is. Yeah, and you just fling it the other way. The arms snap to closer to the body, which doesn't react.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look around. I threw my knife during our last fight, and I forgot to mention to pick it up. So I'll look around. There's probably one in here.
There's probably a knife in here. Wow. Of all things to look to the chances.
Yeah, if you're wondering for some cutlery, you're in the right spot.
Yeah, I'm like deciding on what like curve I want, going through like the set.
I'll look around for like a diary or any kind of clue as to who this person is torturing for. I presume no diary, but you never know.
But
right. No, so that's very good. There is basically a small little bookshelf, but you can clearly see that the last weeks or so entries are missing, like they're not here. But if you preview the previous ones, it seems like there's been sort of a, like, just, you know, kind of like cursory flipping through these things. You see that they've been doing a lot of torturing of a lot of people in the area. Some adventurers, some blue lions, and
But this is
it looks like they're looking for information. Specifically, they were looking for passwords into the keep. They were looking for patrol patterns. It seems like there's some sort of force here at work that is literally opposing the fort in some way, like in an organized, deliberate way that you have not seen from the monsters.
Not in a chaotic way.
Yeah, there is some sort of organization of chaos at work, right?
But
Organization of chaos.
there is
It's
some
like any club that would have me as a part of it. Any chaos is efficiently organized.
is he like, he's not like a free agent here? He's most likely working for someone, though, right?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, like he's not a free agent. He's not like you with gods. No, there's clearly he's working with somebody. He's working with the gods, specifically the Court of Chaos. Is what you have kind of discovered what this place is about. So it seems to be like a pantheon, or like a subset of deranged gods. And of this court, there is they reference only someone as the priestess. Or specifically the guest of the court is what they call them in their writings, right? Like between like, oh, I'm passing this off to the guest today, or I gave it to a subordinate to,
Before we've lingered too long, Bryn, hearing the sounds of them fighting in the distance, looks to her allies and says, "Should we not help Sirica?" And you can tell that she's like annoyed by this, who we agreed to travel here with. This seems despicable as it is, as though a safe place that we could all rest here.
Is anyone? Sorry, I have to ask real quick. Is anyone paying close attention to the sounds of the battle here, or are you?
Bryn is, yes. As soon as she releases the body, she wants to, like, she's definitely standing by the stairwell.
Right. You definitely hear this.
I'm going to continue foraging as it's my instinct. Probably looking for water in here. I don't think I'd eat anything in the torture chamber.
Right. You hear the sounds of thrusts and parries by Sirica, but you also hear a lot of the sounds of wolves dying, not doing well, and you hear the pattering of their steps. Like, the wolves aren't doing well. But that's it. That's kind of as much as the information as without like a deliberate intentional act here. That's as far as you can probably get without getting closer.
Yeah.
Right? It sounds like they're not winning.
And they weren't far from us, right?
I mean, yeah, they are now. Not like a football field, but
a couple hundred feet.
Yeah, like 50 yards or so.
Okay, right.
Down the labyrinthine corridors.
Down the labyrinthine corridors. Awesome.
The hard part is that the sounds echo and reverberate around. They clash with each other, and the cacophony of chaos makes it sound very difficult to, and in fact, a little annoying, to really listen in on and judge distances.
Yeah. So I look around, like, what are you all? I mean, I know what Cadence is doing. Cadence is like, yeah, we're stuffed knives, water, we're things. But like, does anyone else perturbed by the sounds of Sirica and the others in battle? I mean, are we hoping that they just sort of die and that is like solving that?
The thing was, I don't
think that's what we agreed to. At least
I don't think this got mentioned though to you. Was that very cleverly Linus cast a spell to talk to the dogs, and like it was very convincing, back and forth. Tense agreement was reached that we would work together. And then we realized that the spell lasts one turn.
Right.
So we were not able to talk to the dogs directly after that.
Sure.
So it's very loosey goosey on their end. And yeah, Sirica was like, let's go. We're such brazen adventurers. And we were kind of like, yeah. They're like, I'm dying, but sure, let's go. And then we were like, we're just going to go this way. You go that way. She was like, you guys.
Coward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Glory for us then with these wolves and stuff. Yeah, they're
All right.
fine.
So Bryn turns and says, we either call Bryn our companion and go to her, we either call Sirica our companion and go to her aid now, or I slam this door shut and bolt it. We're not going to, we will not, we'll own our actions one way or the other. And it looks to you like Bryn is ready to go up these steps. Like, much as she doesn't like going with Sirica, like, this is not a decision she's happy about, but
and for Linus, like these are, it's funny. There's been monsters that he thinks of as more our friends than these people, but by Linus's standards, these are friends. And yeah, he's not like, let's help him out before coming back around, like back around to mess around here.
Basil picks up his shield and is like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah. I'll bring up the rear.
Poor Cadence.
I mean, it would be fair for Cadence to just be like, I'm gonna rest here on this little
I mean, gosh, maybe middle is even more safe than rear. I'm not sure in these games.
Awesome. I say we but before we go, Virgil, you did say Cadence was looking for water. I don't know if
yeah. Did I find any sacks of water in here?
No. Not without like actively like really looking around and scavenging through this place.
Okay.
There's no in terms of like food and things like that, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. Doesn't eat where he works.
Say he's not the kind of guy that has a sandwich.
There's no like Subway half-eaten Subway sandwich next to the torture guy.
There's not a kitchenette off of the torture chamber room.
No, OSHA hasn't gotten down here into the caves, so there's no like restrooms or water fountains or anything in here. It's real
like
shoddy.
That's a lack of dedication, because I mean, it would be an extra level of torture to be just enjoying your lunch,
right?
Like stuck on the rack, like, oh, this sandwich is really
Pop
good.
open an ice cold one. Yeah.
Lock, stock, and two smoking barrels, right? Where
oh yeah.
Where the medical examiner is like, where Vinnie Jones is like eating a sandwich and putting it on the body. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, cool. So yeah, I agree. Cadence should probably be in the middle.
Yeah. So with my protective covering of adventurers, we head up the stairs.
Okay, so you're rushing back to the sounds of the battle, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So it seems you see Sirica. So you guys, you don't make it back to see where the undead are. You're met halfway by retreating Sirica and her acolytes, who are all like limping. They look like they've been, they're blood covered. They are like staggering with their legs as they get up to you, and they're like, "We need to get out of here." They're
is all of that your blood? That's a lot of blood.
Now you see that we need to get out of here.
And yeah, you hear like the wolves shuffling and like the groans of the undead in the distance. The light doesn't, like, there's a bend in the corner right to this place, and so you can just hear obviously like the zombies are and like the wolves have lost and like the zombies and stuff, and they're like, come on, we have enough time. This is our chance to get out of here.
What happened to valor being the better part of valor? Let's go. Let's get these things.
She looks at you like she looks dumbfounded.
Thought you were the real tough stuff, eh?
So I guess the main question is, do we try to get out of here, or do we use the torture chamber as a...
Yeah. What's closer to us, the exit of this cave or the torture chamber?
I'm not gonna lie. She says the closest thing to you guys from this perspective, from this vantage point, would be. Let me look at my map. That's a really good question. So you ran back up the stairs, you came the hallway. Oh, it would probably you're meaning a little bit before the exit out of here.
Okay.
So you're so definitely the exit out of here is closer. Like they were running towards you at the exit.
Okay. So we sort of match.
But
the
they're
chamber might be more secure. That's
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sirica,
we can. Did the torture chamber have a big heavy door on it as well? Sorry,
No, there was no
Not at
door.
the stairs.
No, there's no door down into the torture chamber. There was a door to the left of the torture chamber.
Right.
She looks at you all and looks at the acolytes, and there's kind of like a smile on her face and says, "Your face is our balm."
What did you say about
We
my
thought-
face?
Yeah.
It is the nicest thing we have seen down here. It is one thing to fight another man, but it's another to see the clash of death and undeath, and that is not that which is not alive.
We know
Yes.
the zombies won't
It
leave
rattles.
the cave. We know the zombies won't leave the cave. We've seen them
think-
before.
I think she looks at you and looks at the acolytes and says, once more into the breach. They look at the acolytes, and the acolytes go like, and they look at you and they say, I don't know, I think we can. I think this is with you could be the turning point.
Oh,
I think with this, I think we would. She's smiling. She's being like, yeah, like maybe actually we can do this with you guys here. Like I wasn't. We thought we heard you guys fighting below, and we weren't sure.
how's your
So let me get
arithmetic?
this
I mean,
straight.
so wait, they really want to go back in there?
I mean, I think it's just because me and Basil are poking fun at them, so
Right.
now they can't back down.
Yeah, exactly. They seem like they're put in a spot right now. They look
Yeah.
like they're in a pickle here, being like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
I
I,
mean,
guess
I
we
think-
need to do that now."
Ebony and I are ready to like have a reverse duel of wits to now force them to do their stupid thing. they
thought
wanted to do
How
before.
about we all admit to we all see the wisdom in the fact that we're still alive and cherish that.
Right,
And
I think
throw it away.
Sirica, maybe you finally learned the lesson we were trying to tell you, that you don't get to spend treasure when you're dead in the caves of chaos. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm happy to
I'm-
take one of their arms over my shoulders, which is easy because I'm short, and
Yeah,
and help someone who's
yeah, and yeah. So you're gonna help like an acolyte?
sure.
Okay, that makes
I'll
sense.
help Cadence.
Yeah.
Make a deal out of it too.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at that moment the acolytes put a dagger at your ribs.
At my ribs, cool.
They stand tall, feigning their injuries,
And then Epodiah
And
puts
say-
a dagger in my
"You're right,
Yeah.
elf. You cannot spend the treasure when you're dead."
Oh.
Mm,
And
Linus, these are not friends.
Is Sirica also standing tall and
yeah, she stands up. She's not wounded at all.
Okay.
And that is not even the worst of your worries, because behind them, you see the limping, recently revived bodies of wolves.
Yeah, we just heard.
That's pretty good folly there. That was
So you see like the dull white of the eyes of the wolf, like it caught in the light reflection of it, and like you can see like there's an ear is like missing, and it's just like
what do they
limping its
have
way
for, like-
towards you. You're
What
not
do
in a
they
good
have for-
spot. Sorry about the dog.
What
Yeah.
do they have for light? The Sirica and her crew. How much
Oh,
torches and stuff?
Sorry.
Are they?
yeah. Sirica's holding a torch, or actually, Sirica has a light spell on them.
all right.
Oh, nice.
So, we're screwed. Like,
Yeah. It seems like.
What do you do?
Make a run for it, right?
I'm gonna like hold up the amulet and be like, oh wait, hold on. No need to get hasty. If you need the amulet that badly, I'll give it to you. Just trade me back.
So right now they have Bryn as basically more or less a prisoner. Like now we have now established by a role, like if you can break free or not, right? Like that's on the table.
Right.
I want you to know that, right?
I posit
very
that
clearly.
they have me
But-
with a dagger to my belly, and I
Yeah, right.
which
Yeah.
is broken, but not non-existent. So
Right.
Yeah.
without a roll on the table, I think I'm staring at this dagger like maybe they can punch it through my chainmail.
Yeah.
Maybe I can club them in the face with the butt of my crossbow. Like that's
Right.
Bryn's reasoning at the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just want to lay that out there. That's that if you wanted to run
Yeah.
away, that we need to actually do a kind of like fight. They try to grapple you kind of thing before you can establish running
Well,
away or not.
When I said
you're
running
not.
away, I forgot that we suck at running away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're much better at fighting. I'm holding up this thing to try to like distract him. I'll try to like do the thing where you hand it to the person that's holding the hostage.
Yeah, that's good.
Here, take this with your dagger hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your play?
Yeah, I suspect that what Cadence is leading towards is quick distraction, and then obviously punish these people for their disloyalty to us. No, I think it's quick distraction, and then we're running the hell out of here. So at least we don't have to fight out with the zombie wolves as well.
So I have the potential of distraction. I have celestial music,
Oh,
but
Okay.
I need to look this up. I'm pretty sure that me casting it would be obvious, and I think they're intelligent enough that they would have an idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
So one potential thing is for if I could get you guys' help in making it easy for people to forget about Linus, which is already a pretty easy thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I can drop back just far enough that I can get the spell off and do something like whatever sound. I don't think it would take a whole lot to distract him in this situation.
Sure. I think we should probably leave with Cadence trying to distract them and Bryn trying to with there's even a moment of pause to shove the acolyte away if he looks away from for a moment. I feel like we should lead with
Right.
the attempt to break free of this hold.
I think so. I think the attempt should definitely work, but also I'm going to complicate matters, or maybe not. I don't know. There is a look between Sirica to Basil, being like,
Oh man.
right.
you know, like
Holding me up.
like looking to see what side you're gonna fall. Like come on, you should join us,
All right. So
right? Like
this is exactly the
you were marked. You should marked one. Join this side. Now is the time.
Right.
Kind
This
of
is-
thing, right?
this is exactly the shady douchebag that Basil like I think that oh god, I got no
Now, what is your belief though?
criminal. Well, no, I mean, like, I'm sticking to my belief and I'm sticking to my goal. What I want to know is, can I convince her that I'm not? So, can I convince her that I am on her side?
Can you
Not
perhaps
without
connect-
convincing the rest of your group that they're awesome.
Well,
on
I'm
their
cool with
side.
that. You guys could hate me for this. This is great. That's
This is Chris
even
Farrell.
better.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanna convince her that so I don't have a knife to put on Cadence.
I feel like I buried the lead of this scene here by leading this to the end. I'm sorry, but we're still gonna
No,
fight.
it's good.
But yeah,
It's all good.
I think
Well,
I
I
think-
mean, I'm holding a knife in my hand and the amulet in the other hand.
yeah.
Yeah, you could try and wrestle the knife free from Cadence's hand. and turn
I
it
mean,
against
you
him.
could just say, "Hey, Cadence, give me that knife."
Yeah. I mean, no, like,
that's what
how
I'm
about- Yeah.
Hey kids, let me hold that
We
knife for
spend
you.
a lot of time like handing shit back and forth.
It's a professional skill of ours,
But does this? I imagine. But like, does you getting the knife from them look like the question is whether or not you want to play that off as I'm disarming Cadence?
Well, I'm playing it off as like it's totally like we were just saying. It's absolutely the kind of thing we do where we're like, here, hold the lantern, hold my shield. All right, I got this. Let me hold the knife, and then the moment I've got the knife, I'll just hold it on Cadence. I don't know what I'm doing with this play at all.
Nice.
Oh, I don't need the knife.
I love it.
see.
Very
I see.
good at it.
Right. You want to make it look like you've tricked Cadence into handing you a knife, which I think you have.
Right.
Yeah, I am
Virgil's-
shocked.
Right. So the intention here. So let me think about this. Right. So the intention of deceiving them is to set you up with an opportune time to like get out of this situation. Is that the idea here?
Yeah. That's
I'm just
the
trying to
thing,
think of
like,
what the result of all of this
Right.
would look like. And so
My-
okay. Yeah.
It seems like at the very least, it's just to cause a pause in the current action
Mhm.
and to get them to think that
Yeah.
Basil's on their side.
You know what? I'm just gonna carry it throughout.
Yeah.
I put the knife on Cadence, and I'd be like, "You're coming with us," and I'm walking over to that side, and then I want to like try and do a trade where I get Bryn and the other guy's knife, like just create this whole duck season, rabbit
Here,
season
take
situation.
this guy. I'll get him. Right? Ready?
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
to metagame this a little bit,
Yeah.
I realize our characters can't communicate, but we as players can sort of speak our desires and our intentions. Like,
Well, I mean, I can say as Cadence, oh, you double crosser, shall
Right,
trade
right.
you a new god every week. We should have known.
but my point is like I'm willing to kind of see and like take this and see where it goes. Like I don't think they just want to kill us right here. They probably want to take us back to some deep, dark, evil, horrible.
Oh,
lair.
right.
Like,
Okay.
like if you want to play it
let's
out,
do that.
like
Let's do
I'm
that.
okay with just like seeing what happens. It's
No, I think
terrible.
that's something that Basil would be very curious about as well. So yes, let's do it. So at this point, I think Linus could definitely disappear.
So actually, I found out I was reading the spell. It only requires minute finger gestures, so I bet I could get away with it just about anywhere.
Okay. But
Yeah,
I think our intention now is to see where they take us with the
And
sort
make-
of
and make them
understanding
think that you're on their side.
that they think I'm on their side.
So hold on. Okay. So they're going to disarm you all,
Well,
right?
almost all.
They're going. Okay. So
I mean, I've got a knife on Cadence here.
it's very okay.
Clear. The plan is that we all go along with this.
I mean,
Been captured.
you're not sure if this. It doesn't sound like Sirica has done nothing here that seems like being a prisoner is on the table here.
Oh, like we think they're just straight up gonna slay us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fun.
Well,
well,
okay.
at least they go straight to the point.
yeah.
So like,
Then
you should inform
when
your
they
decisions
come-
based on that, because it doesn't look like, haha, chaos cops are here, and bringing out the manacles. Yeah, that's not what's going on here.
Chaos
Then-
jail. We don't number the cells. It's fucking
When-
chaos.
Then when they come to disarm Cadence?
Oh, you disarmed
just gonna-
Cadence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm just gonna stab them, right? I mean,
You can just get right next to
Yeah.
him, the one that has.
It
Bryn
seems
and
to me
stab him,
that
right?
it seems to me
that
that
seems pretty good.
whatever it seems to me that your action right now, your attempt is to just get them to think that you're on their side so that we have the moment to turn the tables on.
yeah, that's
So
it.
we have
Like
a
I
moment-
just want whatever that moment is.
Okay,
You want-
so
you
then
want
I think
to
you need to manipulate your way.
Hell yeah.
To show that you're not lying, right?
To make a manipulator.
All right, so that's what it is.
I'm so good at that.
So like she's looking at you, like eyes intently at your face. You are trying to sell that Cadence hand over, taking Cadence's knife kind of thing. and this is the moment of whether or not they're gonna call you on this bullshit and attack themselves instead, right? So this is a very important role.
All right, so this is beginner's luck.
Nice. Who
I,
knows if she has manipulator or not? My guess is she probably does because she totally manipulated us into coming here. But hey.
Yeah.
but I got a 5 in will, which
Yeah.
is what
Oh,
it's
yeah.
based on.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's
you
not-
weren't here. Oh, I forgot, Sean. Yeah.
I mean, I got the gist of it that she convinced
Yeah.
us to go back in.
Yeah.
And like,
I
no,
convinced you with feint, with manipulate.
nice.
So who can help?
I'm helping. I think I was already helping in fiction with my shock
Yeah.
and verbal
Yeah.
dissatisfaction.
So
Can I help with will as well because I don't have the
Oh.
skill? Because
Yeah.
what Linus is going to do, actually, pretty much regardless of whether it helps or not, Linus being betrayed by a friend is like his worst fear. So it's not even really an act. He starts crying and whimpering and tries to keep it together. Like he's not completely breaking down, but like tears are welling up in his eyes, and he's just got this like stone face while the tears are running down. It's honestly, I know this skill is manipulator, but he's not really being manipulative. He's just playing.
He's just real sad.
Yeah, like
Man, when she came up and said what did you say about? She was like, "Your face is a ball."
what'd you, a ball.
What'd you say
Yeah.
about it? It was like someone gave you a compliment and you fired back. It was like the best Linus line of the whole show.
You're a monster.
Yeah, that is.
How
You can
could
play it
you?
better than I can. Yeah, it's that thing.
Yeah.
So like, oh,
okay.
And
So
yeah.
Bryn will help
you
by
can totally
reading off
help.
her. Sorry. Bryn will help by reading her belief, and she says, "Basil, people with good intentions make promises. People with good character keep them. You swore." And she points at where your chest was.
nice. Good.
Yeah.
So that brings. So I have all that. So we're up to 4.
Right. Now, hold on. So here's a question though. Didn't we just? I just realized this while we're talking about help. Didn't I just say that you would have to fool your party, like doing this? Are you even in a position for help? Like, I don't want to be super mean here, but like,
No,
I think
you might be
our
right.
actions are helpful to him.
yeah.
oh
but
yeah,
like,
your help is inadvertently selling it because you all think that he's betraying him.
I'm not going along with it. This is Bryn believing, right?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
no, it's
Okay.
definitely
Right.
not like,
That's
yeah, we got him.
That's way better.
Words with Basil.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
I am
kind
the
of agree that
complete
like Basil
douchebag right
basically
now.
gets free help, especially out of Bryn and Linus, who specifically have like
Yeah.
beliefs and goals about
Directly
this.
involved.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We definitely
I'm sorry.
are not
Yeah.
on like we figured it out side.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And,
So that's so us as players are, but obviously, like, yeah. So
Yes.
our characters.
Yeah.
This is all
Absolutely.
genuine reactions.
Yeah.
You can argue how much this falls within the rules, but it feels good to me. Like this seems appropriate that like we
Yeah.
are helping him through our action, so he should get dice for the fact that
Totally.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Right. Sorry.
All right.
So that was wrong. My intent.
No.
My
No,
thoughts
I
were wrong. This is such a way better scene. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it.
Because
Yeah.
we're all getting fooled along with this.
Yeah.
I would argue that you should get a blah blah blah, a supply die for your for your mark, even though it's faded. She doesn't know that. Like she's seen your mark. That's the reason why you have an angle on her. That's the reason
Mhm.
why you
Can I grab that?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that's a really good
it's still
circumstance.
halved like everything else, but I think it's
Yeah. And I am definitely going to take my die from foolhardy because there's no way this is
Sure
not
is.
foolhardy.
it sure is.
All right. So
This is so good.
oh wait. All right, hold on. I got to remember how to. It doesn't really matter how I input this.
Well, it matters what gets halved and what doesn't, right?
Right, but the computer isn't going to have it. I have to do that on my
You have to
own.
do it on having yourself, right?
All
It
right,
doesn't,
so
it doesn't matter.
excuse me. And I got points to spend. What are my points to spend here?
Oh, oops. I forgot.
Which is the one you
Manipulator?
spend for just the extra dice?
Persona.
Persona will give you an extra 1 die or allow you to tap your nature.
I'm rolling 5 dice.
Boasting, demanding, or
right.
running.
Right, and like I'm rolling 5 dice. When Sirica like holds out their hand to like be like, you know, like join us now, you can see like the tattoo is glowing red with the symbol of chaos.
Right.
Nice.
Well, I think I got mine set up here. I think I'm doing.
Right.
I think we're approaching 7 dice here with all
Yeah.
this.
She's like,
Do you guys remember when I had an instinct to stay out of arm's reach of this lady? That was a pretty good instinct.
Yeah. It was, would have been a good call.
All right, I'm rolling.
Civilization's a bunch of thieves. Join us, brother. I'm ready to roll.
What's it? Did I put an ob in? I just put ob 1.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
One
matter.
is fine.
You'll see the op.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I mean, I rolled. This is just so you know, everyone who might just be
Thanks,
listening
Eric.
to audio. Manipulator test by Basil. 7 dice, 5 successes. Eric, 5 dice, 1 success.
Oh yeah.
You're pretty darn manipulative. Like,
Yeah.
we buy it.
Worth asking.
Yeah.
Does margin of success here matter? Because
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple 6s here.
Yeah, I think it does.
Okay, what do
I
I?
mean, if you've got Fate to Burn, I would go ahead and open it. And
It's not an okay. So margin of success matters here. You're looking at and let me just tell you the difference here. So you're being at a difference of 4.
Right.
My problem is like I feel like you already have a big enough margin of difference for the results.
Okay.
I'd be
Yeah,
willing.
right.
I'd be willing to say like I'd kind of follow it maybe along these sort of lines and hear me out on this. One and these are mutually exclusive options for levels of success. Furthermore, from this test, 1 die fictional positioning, 2 dice fictional positioning, plus 1 success. And I feel like with 4, you're already at plus 1 success for your next action.
So
Does that make sense?
Maneuver move, yeah.
With these 4, can I also have? This is the big one here. Can I also have a twinkle in my eye so that my companions realize at the very last moment that
That's
I
a good
was
one.
fucking with her?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. So Epi, no, I've completely forgot. I should just let's treat this like a manipulator or a maneuver, right? So like
Okay.
the more successes up to 6, you could just buy those things for the next turn for whatever that happens, right? You could
Okay.
effectively disarm them so they don't get use of supplies, and position you for plus 2 dice and impede them with -1, right? If you wanted to continue that, but yeah,
I'm
totally.
going to open these
blow
up
it
again.
Blow it up.
Yeah,
2d6.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great way of thinking about it.
Yeah, I like it.
So, though I don't think that it directly addresses Epi's question of like, could part of this be a twinkle in his eye that like we somewhere along this process figure out what's happening?
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
I mean, I
good.
do kind of feel like he crushed that role. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
6 now. 6 successes.
Right. So you do okay. So you succeed enough. You get 5 total successes.
Yep.
6.
Over
6 now with the
Well, but
6.
that margin of
marginally
you're
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone sees the twinkle in Basil's eyes here.
Yeah, just like well, maybe not Cadence.
Yeah. I'm sort of just like, oh, you slimy bastard. I can't believe it.
But yeah, I think there's just like that moment where it's like, yeah, I think it's when Bryn is yelling at me. You know, like just that moment of just like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to stick to what I said.
Right.
yeah.
Perfect.
All right, so what do we turn this into then? We got some powers here now, right?
I mean, effectively, 3 successes will disarm them. 2 successes will gain us an advantage, plus 2d. 1 success will impede them, -1d. You can't get all 3 of those.
Right.
But
I can get
With a margin of we're at a
5.
margin of 5.
Yeah.
So 3 and 2 is probably the best. Like,
That's right.
otherwise, we're
Yeah.
kind of leaving a success on the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be giving. Yeah, so basically, you would be making it so they're literally caught flat-footed, like they can't use their weapons,
Yeah.
to stop you from whatever you're trying to do.
Right. In particular, I think the one that has its dagger in Bryn's stomach
Yeah.
turns away. I mean, but is distracted enough to not have that.
Yeah.
And then
Perfect.
jump on them. Should we go to
And-
break and then jump on them? Do we want?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
perfect. All right, so so don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be back in about
Nicely played, you lying scoundrel.
5 to 7 minutes, and we'll see you guys on the other side of the break.
See ya.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. We're good. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second part here of Keep on the Borderlands, a Torchbearer role-playing game show where we are getting betrayed, but Basil has sort of saved the day here with a perfect.
So much betrayal.
I mean,
Yeah.
save the day is probably a little optimistic.
Yeah.
He's made us
Right.
less
He
screwed.
stopped the immediate decimation of the party.
I would say Basil saved the minute.
All right, that's
At the
fair.
very least.
It's a moment.
1 minute
Yeah.
at a time.
Yeah.
In the winter session, we're giving you the humble trait.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I have a thought as to a reaction, and you all can tell me whether this would greatly offend, but I think Bryn raises her crossbow to Basil,
hmm
calls him
Shoot me.
calls him a traitor, pulls that trigger, and just the last moment inches it over to the right to shoot Sirica in the face.
Yes.
Because actually, and she just looks at him and says, "You traitor," but she's not actually talking to him as she pops Sirica. And I am quite ready to fight this person. I was all of like, let's run, but
I think we would be screwed if we ran. I think we might be screwed if we tried to kill, because Cadence is really hurt.
Cadence could die if we.
Yeah. Well, I
So-
mean,
Well,
it's-
Cadence could die
it's-
actually no
No
matter
matter-
what.
Oh,
He's
I think
injured.
we should
What-
try to fight to kill, probably. I mean, we can't leave these people trailing us either.
Well, okay, so the downside to doing a kill conflict is that then being killed is on the table. Like if we set up a different kind of conflict, then that means that like the outcome of the conflict itself won't be that we're killed. We could be killed along the way, but it won't be like we lose, you're dead.
Mhm.
right.
So
We
like
Could
maybe
capture.
that's what I was about to throw out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been trying to look for a way that we could trick or riddle them. Because manipulator we're not good at, but lore master we've got some skills in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's a stretch at this point. I don't see us like asking them what's in their pockets is and like, oh, I guess we better figure this out.
Hold on, you serve the Dark Lord of Red Chaos? Wait, what's the secret password? You don't know the secret password? Then are you really a servant of chaos?
I
you are a
can't tell
servant of
you
chaos.
because I can't be sure you know, so you should tell it to me. Yeah. No, I mean, I think maybe trying to make this a capture conflict, while it does mean that we're then relying on Hunter instead of health, which I think may disadvantage us slightly. It at least means that the initial outcome will just be that we're captured, and then there's the chance that we get something else from there.
Capture can be fighter and will. Right.
Capture is maybe I was misreading the. No, it's fighter and hunter.
It's fighter or hunter, and then the
Yeah, it depends on whether you're trying to capture people or humans. Capture is a weird split conflict.
Oh, okay. I was just looking at our summary
Yeah,
thing, so I'm probably missing some important.
it's
detail.
probably just like in the tech. Like, yeah.
Well, of course it is.
of course, there's a special exemption. Yeah.
I mean, because it's Luke and Thor. Yeah.
Right. Oh no, convince is the one I'm thinking of is convince versus convince.
So we
God.
just need to capture her, right? And the acolytes would back off.
I don't
Right?
know that that's a fair assumption or not, but
I mean, the thing is, they can't make plans without her because they don't speak.
they just did.
What did they?
Yeah, they're like, now we've got you.
Yeah.
They just broke their vow of silence that clearly was.
oh now I'm pissed. We're killing them. You don't break a vow of silence.
Oh, that's it. That's what I see one of two conflicts in what, well, at least in the action I'm going to take, and I'm happy to in the being a good team player, I'm happy to rescind on backing on this, but I see drive off, like scare them away, or kill. I don't see capture because remember there's also like some undead wolves coming our direction.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be involved in this conflict directly. I don't know how close they are, but I don't feel like we could just capture her and then like the wolves would be like, "Oh, cool, you got her. We're done."
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning. There is a lot of them to be captured up by the fewer of us.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, does that make a big difference? I imagine it would in the rules.
So
the more of them, the harder they're going to be, no matter what. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just higher disposition.
Oh, suggestion in chat. Though actually, I think this type of conflict would not be great. Oh, actually, no. This would be really good for us. What if we try to drive them off into the wolves? Like, we don't know. Like, they're undead wolves now, so they're probably not super like. But do they have total control of these things, or if we manage to drive them off, would that like as
Aggro the
far
wolf.
as these
Are the wolves wearing amulets?
Right. No, they're not wearing. They don't have amulets on them.
I mean, drive off suits us pretty well. It's fighter and will, and I'm pretty sure both Basil and I have pretty great wills. And you guys both have decent fighters. That's actually probably our best conflict type. Come to think of it, just for like spreading around the group.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know on that one. Like, the danger is that driving them off doesn't actually do much for us, but we're more likely to do it.
I mean, if driving them off, if our intent is eventually just to leave, then driving them off is great. If our intent is to delve further into the dungeon, then driving them off is not great. But I don't think we have a lot of time to dispute that in the moment. So I think we should just say we try and scare them off and scare them into the wolves. I'm fine with that.
I actually think that may be a great option, because I think at the moment that actually puts us in a better situation of being able to get the hell out of here and regroup.
All right, I do feel like that's kicking the can down the road until like the next camp phase when they show up, but that's fine with me.
That's a problem for us 1 week from now.
Future.
Later, Virgil's problem.
I mean, I'm also fine with the capture. I just saw that come up in chat, and then looked at the conflict skills, and it's actually a really good suggestion for us to win the conflict. It's just a matter of if that gets us.
Well,
all right, if it's a strong position, that's fine with me.
Let's consider this. If we did a capture and we brought Sirica back, we would have evidence against her in the form of the notes from the torture chamber and a person that could theoretically give a confession. Like, I don't know that we're all thinking this in the moment, but like in terms of what would do the best for the keep, having her and the notes from the torturer would be a strong thing to return with.
You're right. Like, that's a decent starting point. At least they're not going to be able to brush that off too lightly without being complete jerks about it.
Basil just enjoys the irony of capturing the people who attempted to capture us.
I do like that too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I slightly lean towards drive off, but I'm fine with capturing.
I think capturing is just a bit better that we know where they are.
Okay.
After they've been captured.
So drive off or capture?
I think.
And then we're going capture.
Yeah,
Sounds like we're going capture. Let's do it.
Okay.
Choose your fate and die.
I still shoot her. Just to wound rather than to kill.
So who's going to be our leader then? Is that you? Or do we want to rely on a high will?
Should we resolve that shooting before we jump in this conflict, Sean?
I am fine either way. I'm happy
it as like a bonus from our previous roll.
Right.
It might have an effect on the fight coming up.
I'm happy with it being just the opening into.
Yeah.
The opening into the conflict.
Okay, cool.
So
I wanted to make sure.
Do those bonuses then roll into our first exchange in the conflict? Is that what we're doing with them?
Yeah, I would
Okay.
allow that. To treat your first thing as you were maneuvered.
Yeah,
effectively.
so like our round 0 action.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So I got a 2 fighter and a 5 will.
I have no fighter. And also a 5 will, I'm pretty sure.
This is our disposition roll.
That's what it would be.
Yeah.
Fighter and will.
I mean,
But
I think I have a 3 fighter and a 3 will. I think either Basil. I think you can make a play. I think either Bryn or Basil is opening this fight. Either Bryn is doing it with the shoot, or Basil's doing it when he turns on her and is like, and then reveals like, puts the knife against her or something like that.
I think Basil gives us a slight like mathematical advantage. And I think thematically that works really well if Basil is our leader because he's the one who
Did the whole
I like it.
makes
Okay.
the whole thing happen.
I like it.
So
Then I think I'm going to reserve that action for. That is what I do after you have given the wink, and I wait for your cue.
Sounds good. Fighter dispo. So I got a 2 in that. All y'all are helping, I presume. Well, those of you with
we help
fighter.
with fighter?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
only
I'm
help
gonna
with
just
fighter.
start
I can't help.
smashing one of these guys with my torch. Try to drive them back.
Nice. And I think it's clear how Bryn
I'm
is
wondering
doing it.
I'm wondering if
Yeah.
they can cast a spell before this to help them.
I think they can, right? Like, can't you just always?
Yeah,
Well, a
spells are
spell
not-
doesn't use up a turn on the grind, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the part that I'm a little bit confused on.
I mean, if they cast a spell, I think it's reasonable for Basil to do the same and try and turn them wolves.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think it's yeah, I mean, generally speaking, if they were PCs and like you're about to go into a battle, a player could be like, I'm gonna cast a spell. I don't know, it depends. I think it's circumstantial. If they're in position, I could see you as a GM be like, no, you don't have time, or sure, you can do it right before this happens. The battle, the conflict begins. Some have to be used before conflicts. Like, that's the only time to use them is just before you go into a conflict.
Well, I was thinking. Okay, so let me just narrate what I was thinking about it. I was thinking about as you fire the shot, and that's sort of like, or like right before it, and like we see like the betrayal cup. Actually, no, they don't have time because the betrayal was too good. Never mind, forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I mean, normally I'm all for spells being easy to cast, but we set this one up pretty well to not give them a chance.
Yeah, all them successes.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
All right. So 2 helping dice, and we just add this to my will, but we're gonna subtract 1 because at least somebody amongst us is hungry or tired, or hungry or thirsty.
Yeah. I mean, don't subtract it before you roll because it's
I'm not gonna
it's off the total.
Yeah. Here's my roll. Oh yeah.
Whoa!
So that's
Damn.
9.
Explode those 6s if you have the fate.
Oh, how many 6s?
You
Oh
got
yeah.
2.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
If you got the fate for that.
I got more than I could take with me.
We do have hungry and thirsty, so that's a factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 5 plus 5 minus 1. So 9. 9 is what we have.
Well done.
9
They also
dispo,
have
that's not bad.
All right. What do we got on?
They also have 9.
Ugh, they would. All right, 1, 2. That means we have one leftover point to offer to someone.
Your lantern has one thing left in it, by the way, just so you know. Starting it
Okay.
out.
For the skills in play here, I'm wondering if that's Bryn.
Alright.
For capture.
What are we rolling once we get going? We're
Fighter, yeah.
Great question. The conflict. It's
Well,
under
that's the
skills and
fighter
abilities. There is a handout if you wanted to look at it.
But it's a little different.
I think like as a party, like if we were all gonna be unconscious but one person, we would want Bryn to still be awake.
yeah.
Fighter for attacking and maneuvering, defending is hunter, and fainting is hunter.
Yeah. Bryn is our emergency contact, so I'm just giving it to Bryn.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oof.
It's just the responsible one. That's all. Oh wait, what were you gonna say?
No, I'm looking at the skills for this, and I'm really hoping that I can find a way to roll Arcanist instead of.
Well, do you have Elder Starts prepared?
I do not.
Okay.
Anyway, so first of all, it's better if I roll Arcanist. Also, if I can roll Arcanist one more time,
Yeah.
I can advance it because I also have a free check towards something from having all my checks on my Ys. And so I'm 2 checks short on Arcanist, but I don't want to put the Ys thing in there until I know whether I need a pass or a fail next. So I really want to make one Arcanist roll because no matter how it comes out, I get a check and then I immediately advance.
I'm down with this.
But I mean, it's kind of fishing to find a way to do Arcanist. I've been looking at this all session, looking at like all I need to do is find a way to cast a spell, and I get Arcanist 5. But anyway, let's start.
Are you set up?
Conflict, and then.
Yeah, Eric, are you all set up? Should we
Yes.
start figuring out our conflict?
I am.
All right.
I am. My things are in order. So one of the acolytes is going first, then Sirica, then the other one.
Okay.
Cool.
And the first acolyte doesn't get to use a weapon.
So
I like that guy though.
So he's at -1. That guy had a dagger to my stomach.
I mean, maybe I should be up against this weaponless guy so I can like tackle him to the ground.
Yeah. Well, technically, you have a torch, which counts as better than not being. It counts as better
Armed,
than
right.
being unarmed, because unarmed is -1d. A torch is at least even.
So
it's an impromptu weapon.
what do we think these slippery poop holes are gonna do?
I think they're gonna faint. No.
Oh gosh, we can only hope. I mean, I think. Okay, so given how we're set up in the skills in play, I think we lead with a attack.
Okay.
Well, we're no good at what the two attack and maneuver are fighter, and feint and defend are hunter.
Yeah.
So we don't really have much defending or feinting. And since we already have our round 0 bonuses rolling in, I feel like rolling those bonuses into maneuvering is just trying to get a bigger bonus. So I think we got to open with an attack.
Right. You can't really get a bigger bonus. Yeah, I agree.
Which Eric could know, and like he could have guessed that that's what we'll do, but it doesn't matter all that much.
I mean, if he knows we're gonna attack, there's no good action against attack. I mean,
Exactly.
A counterattack, if he just like wants to like wreck our faces, is not a bad.
If we can figure out a way to make it versus, then maybe we're getting something out of it, but that would be defend, and opening it with a defend is
Makes no sense.
Yeah, like best case we stall them for one action.
I think we're going against either an attack, which I think is most likely, or a maneuver.
Yeah.
And
attack versus maneuver is a versus roll, so that actually
that's not bad. And attack
yeah.
versus attack, they're at -1d and we're at +2d. So even though it's not versus, I'd take it. So I think attack is good.
All right.
yeah. So let's open with attack.
Open with an attack.
this game and like how much time you spend playing.
Yeah.
Just like, what's he
Rock,
thinking?
paper,
So-
scissors, yeah.
Well, this time it's like we're fighting against someone that's a fighter and is gonna like do maneuvers and defend and that kind of stuff rather
Yeah.
than like a beast or something.
Right.
Are we going to have Cadence do that attack then?
Let's figure out the moves first and then the order.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Okay.
We should figure out our moves and then who's best for doing them. Or
So attack and maneuver are our best shots here. Do we just want to do all attack?
attack.
Actually wondering.
I'm trying to think. What's the name of the sword fighting in The Princess Bride when it's like, no, I would try. Well, naturally, you expect me to reply with Capaferro
Oh, yeah.
or whatever. I find that the Capaferro doesn't work good on.
Right.
On uneven ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do. Well, we shouldn't vary it just because we feel like we need variety in life.
No, we should do the thing that we think makes the most sense.
Right.
I think sticking with attacks and maneuvers are strong choices. They let us use skills that we're better at, and B,
Less chance of
Is Bryn going first?
or better chance of versus, right?
We're playing out our actions, then we'll.
yeah.
Oh, assign people to them.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be opposed to attack. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would also not be opposed to attack, maneuver, attack.
That's what I was thinking.
And we set somebody up who would stink at attacking anyway, and put them in the maneuver because they're not going to be any good at either. Like Linus as a maneuver, possibly because
Right.
doesn't have fighter either. I don't know if that gives Linus a way to do Arcanist or not. I don't know if that.
I mean, that's secondary. He's got to live long enough to at some point get. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm good with attack, maneuver, attack.
Good old AMA.
All right. So who do we open up with here? Do we open up with Cadence or do we open up with Bryn's crossbow bolt?
Technically speaking, the first person in. Oh, hold on a second. I know we just said attack, maneuver, attack, but
Right.
Sirica is in the middle
Second position.
I
was
really
just
want to
thinking it.
attack Sirica.
Let's embrace your anger.
we don't need to.
No, this
That's good. That's good stuff, though. I like
it's
that.
sealed.
I mean,
It's sealed. Cadence, you're attacking first. Bryn, you're attacking second. Basil, you're attacking third. I think we're good. So we want Bryn second. So we want Cadence first.
Yeah. So basically, the order we originally had was right. I don't know that that's actually the best choice, but I do feel like we've been like optimizing as much as we can, and at the end of the day, like doing what we feel like we like.
want to do.
Yeah.
Let's just be real. You're going against me, so
Yeah, and we are just playing.
have
a
you
game.
seen my dice rolls? You're
Doing
probably
the fun
fine.
option. I often
Yes.
do the most fun option I can
Yeah.
think of.
Yep.
And let's just do it. Let's see how it turns out.
Yep. She's got 3 dispo. I've got 3 dispo.
Show your
I'm
hand.
sure this will work out.
All right, flip it.
Okay. Good.
Oh.
Oop.
Oh, we could have fainted.
Yeah, we could have fainted. Says the person that didn't
Oh.
faint.
Hey, Greyhawk channel with the raid. Hi everybody. We're in the middle of being betrayed in the caves of chaos. So you came in at the right time.
Yes.
I mean, we were betrayed, and then we betrayed back in return. So
Yeah,
like,
we
Double
don't.
betrayal.
Double
Yeah.
betrayal.
It's been a betrayal and a twist. Yeah. Okay.
Betrayal,
All right,
counter betrayal.
Let's launch this attack versus maneuver operation. Okay, I'm rolling my fighter for attack.
You're rolling your fighter.
Yes.
Bryn's going to be a helping die because. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, remember you're injured and exhausted, so that should be a factor. Exhaustion is a factor in this test, so it's gonna reduce your successes by 1. But your injured is also gonna be reducing your dice.
Okay, so 2 instead of 3 for my dice.
Yeah, you're -1 die. You get +2 dice because of the maneuver. from the betrayal. And Bryn's gonna help you with fighter
Plus
by,
2.
as I mentioned earlier, I take the butt of the crossbow and like slam it into the guy's stomach to push him away and get some distance, so you can get to him with your
Basil.
torch.
Is helping you with Bandit Wise, because this whole fake capture bit is not new to him.
Yeah, and I will help with. Man, I do not have a lot of ways to help in this conflict. I'm in trouble, but I am Caves of Chaos wise,
Yes.
and I think that I will help by. Like we've got all these weird. Eric mentioned earlier, the echoes here are really weird, like the way the sound bounces around. And I think Linus totally takes advantage of that and just like sows chaos, basically. Like he has, he probably has some rocks or something in his gear and like starts throwing things around just to make so much noise that they're like, they think there might be more people coming or they don't know what's going on, because this is like the first chaotic moment where we turn on them.
Yeah.
So they have no idea what's going on to begin with. So yeah, he totally takes advantage of the environment and helps out that way.
I love that this is like I'm not casting celestial music, but I'm kind of casting celestial music.
Okay. So that's 5. Great. Ob 1 because it's versus.
Right.
Yeah, you could either put Ob 1 or Ob 2 because of the injury or the exhaustion.
We
Whichever
don't
one
want
makes
that
it easier
because
to
it's a
remember.
versus, so the real ob is whatever they roll. It's like whatever they roll plus 1,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Okay.
So it's a
So it's
tie, but
tied.
I have 1/6.
Yes.
So I will fate that bad boy.
Okay. So you're gonna be lucky.
So wait. Is that the order that we want to do this in? Because I'm trying to remember the best
Right.
order of
You'd want to
operation.
roll your y. You want to roll a wise first if you want to spend fader percent. What are your wises are elven, craft wise, a human.
Yeah. Is any of this
Is any of this human?
relevant?
Your wises once more are elven craft wise.
Oh yeah, I know that actually. Instead of beating them, I can just like carefully hold my elven crafted tiara up and like hold the torch and like blind them with a ray of light from one of the jewels.
That's our cadence.
I'm not feeling it, man. I'm sorry.
No, that's
seems like
I feel like that's
I dislocated something.
yeah.
that's a stretch.
No. So right. So there's no other ways.
Yeah, it's use a wise and then
Wise is gonna help you reroll failures.
Yeah.
You could also spend fate just to reroll that 6 though.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do it.
I mean, worst case scenario, this is a versus test. It's not the end of the world. Okay.
So it's a tied versus test.
It's a tie versus test. We go to a roll-off test. Unless you want to break a tie in my favor
Oh,
with a trade.
is that 2 checks?
I think so, yes.
And would that just mean that I lost by 1 and lose 1 disposition?
No. You would lose no disposition. I would just gain 1 success for my maneuver roll, which means the next, when Bryn goes, they'll get -1 die.
I'd be impeded.
Yes.
That's not the end of the world.
No.
Yeah, that's
That's tasty. So when you guys win, you also have checks for camping.
Yeah.
because currently we have no checks, right?
I think we have 1 check. The cadence.
We have 1
guy.
check, yeah,
Okay.
but this will give us 3.
Oh yeah.
Cadence,
The whole
but
thing.
you have to do it with a
Okay.
trait. You don't just like do it randomly. So what are your
Right.
traits, Cadence?
Curious is my only trait.
Curious? Okay.
We can make
I
it
could
work.
see that. I could see
Yeah.
you like pausing for a moment and be like, what's that? You know, and letting them.
Wait, are we?
I mean, curious about the glowingness of the scar on
No.
Sirica's arm. plenty of things. I mean, just
Yeah.
kind of taking a step back and removing yourself from the situation, being like, these fucking humans betraying each other. How am I in this shit? I'm hipster. I don't know.
I'm like double checking to see if I'm being triple crossed by Basil.
Yeah.
That's good.
That makes
Also,
sense.
this is the first time you've heard some of their voices. You might just be curious if
It's very, very
you
lovely.
speak?
lilting voice, actually.
Yes.
Shame you haven't been using it. Yeah, I mean that's a good trade.
Yep. I think it's appropriate, and
Yeah,
I don't
so-
mind taking the -1 die so that we have 2 checks later.
Yeah. Do it.
So that's 3 checks I have then.
Sweet.
nice.
All right, cool. And so it was. So no disposition changes, but we go to the next round. You are impeded, so you're gonna get -1 die.
I think when I see
yeah.
Cadence like falter, I'm like, Cadence, out of the way. Like, I think I have to like. Actually, I don't want to spell Cadence as being. I think when Cadence is like scuffling, Bryn is distracted by this, and she realizes that he doesn't have a weapon and the other guy has a dagger, and so she's, she's concerned about him, and so it's got half her attention.
Yeah. So maybe when. Oh yeah, that's super good. You like maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think you like caught the arm I'm trying to hit him with. We're like
Yeah.
just struggling.
Right.
You
You've
have
got
to
a knife and you've got a torch, and
Exactly. So you're impeded by having to save Cadence for a moment. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Right. We're all in very close quarters, so yeah.
All right. So.
We're both
so
attacking.
Sirica can be armed, right? It's just the first. It was the first person who was
I
disarmed.
think it's just the first person.
I think
for the purpose of it.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
pre-roll
Right.
established that they're all disarmed. Yeah.
Yep. Sirica's wielding a jet black mace.
Nice.
Sounds about right.
Yep. With 8 sections of phalanges. I don't know. The things on mace.
Jeez.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, I
Sounds
mean,
painful enough to be right.
it sounds about right. It's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Those 8
Yeah.
like sticking out
Spiky.
sheets.
Yeah.
Of,
Yeah. I'm
They're
not a
quite
doctor.
Spikes. They're more like
think
blunted blades.
The
They're
technical
awful.
term is actually ouchies. I just googled it.
An ouches. Yeah. It's an octo ouch.
It's an octo ouch.
Um,
It's like a quad. It's like 2 quad ouches that she
Yeah.
she doubled up.
right.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I think to kind of imagine the way the mechanics work is this versus neither of us have a weapon that turns this into a versus. So it's independent. It's independent. So I think that we're at such close quarters that Brenda's gonna fire, but
the crossbow.
but yeah, I mean that's her weapon. But she's gonna fire, but she has no time to like evade. It's like in order to take the shot, she has to be.
Leave herself
Gotta
open.
take the hit to take the shot.
Yeah. So, she hesitates for just a moment, and then when she turns and Sirica is upon her, she has no time to dodge, so she unloads. So
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna help. I'm a great singer and musician. I'm also a good dancer, so I'm gonna try to dance this guy out of the way while we're like wrestling over this torch. So yeah, we waltz slightly to the left to give you a better shot.
I'll cover the other flank with my shield.
Okay.
oh, thanks, Lauren Dagger. Flanges. The G has a J sound.
Oh. Langes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not like GIF.
Like Jeff. Thanks, Effie. You're the worst.
Right. So Sirica, just so you know, Sirica's attacking this round with 9 dice.
9 dice. That's a good number of dice.
Oh, I'm so happy we took that impedance.
Let's see what I'm going to attack with. I'm going to attack with 3 dice. No, I'm going to attack with more than that. I have feelings about Sirica. I have
Are you
strong
grudging?
feelings about her.
You declare a grudge.
And I am declaring a grudge right here,
Yes!
and right now.
Yes.
This is a very deserving grudge.
Because
Oh,
she
yeah.
has done exactly what is antithesis of my belief. Like she is neither is a person with good intentions or with good character, right? Like she's made a promise to us that she's an oath breaker. She's an oath breaker.
Yeah.
And what oath breakers get is grudges. That's what you get.
By the chain on my ankle, I will.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, not only I have the persona, but this is one of the most important times for me to use it, and I'm going to use it. I'm jaded. I think one of the few things that like has just been bothering me in the back of the head is when I kept asking like, "Are we with them or are we not?" Is I never knew whether I should trust them, and I was like, "Should have known not to trust you. Should have known."
Right. Yeah.
So I'm going to use jaded.
Yeah, now you're uber jaded.
Real jaded.
Okay.
Super into
it.
What's
Okay.
that?
Super into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to help here, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. The only thing I have is my wise, and like it seems like a stretch to keep on just being of chaos wise. So
I think that's fair. I think
Yeah.
that in this moment,
Yeah.
a wise is actually kind of not applicable because it's so close that I think someone actually has to like, get involved. I think you have to like I don't think Bryn is listening to advice that people are giving her at this moment. She is in fact like narrowing her eyes at Sirica and not likely to be like, oh, hit her from the left. She's like, no, hit her in the chest. I know we're supposed to capture them, but we only need one of them alive, right? I mean that's so yeah, that makes sense to me. I think.
So yeah, good luck.
Yep. All right. So I'm adding my nature. I'm adding one more for jaded. I would take fighter help if people want to get involved.
Yeah, 2 help. I said I was like dancing with this gentleman to like clear the way, and he bashes everyone on the other side out with the shield.
Cool.
So you have like a clear shot now.
Nice.
All
right. So I'm
2 more.
So I'm gonna take. I've got plus 5 dice from nature, 1 die from trait. That's 6. 2 more from help. That's 8. Minus 1 because I'm impeded. So I'm adding 7 dice. So I'm rolling 10 dice.
Let's roll them bones.
Pretty close. 4. Yes.
Wait.
Okay.
Wow.
4 versus 7. Good roll. Good job, Sean.
4 is ugly, but
2 6s in there.
yeah. So let's see. Does Goblin Wise or Shoot Appraisal Wise work? I don't think they do.
I mean,
Just behaving like a goblin.
yeah.
No, I
No.
agree.
No.
I mean,
I'm trying to make an argument for Shoot Appraisal Wise of like
you could
when I see this
see it.
mace, I know how to brace myself for it. But that feels like
or that you know a weak part in her armor.
no.
oh,
is
that's a good
Shoot-
point. Is she
or
wearing
is-
armor?
Wait,
Yes.
is Shoot Appraisal Wise explicitly about appraising
Money.
things?
Her.
Or can you size up people really like I don't know, just throwing it out there.
It's not described, but I think from the reason of the fact that it comes as a dwarf, well, you could gather.
Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. Like
As
that
a
is
judge of
interesting.
character.
You can appraise a person, give them a good
Appraise her
stare down.
character. Yeah.
I bet dwarves would be good at that.
But yeah, no, it's very clear that the person that Sirica's armor is magical for starters, and it was glamored. It's actually like plate.
So you'd know to shoot like not in the armor.
Yeah. So
And
that's
also
what your appraisal.
Langes.
Yeah. That's what your
So,
appraisal
yeah.
realizes is like you see like the shimmer of it like for a second,
Yeah.
and you're like, and
Okay.
you see it's black plate mail underneath it.
I think in the last moment when I see that glimmer, I go for a headshot then, when I realize that that my bolt may not pierce it. If that
Yeah.
works for you, I'm gonna spend a persona and reroll my failed dice and say, of course.
Okay.
You know, I don't even know if the distances, I don't know if I can narrate this, but I don't even know if the distances are short enough or long enough between her and I that I could fire one bolt that just bounces off the armor and then like realize it and quickly cock one while she's like clobbering me on the head to fire.
No,
mechanically,
no.
there's no difference, but
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think there's enough.
I don't think
Catch
a crossbow is that fast to load.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
bounces off her armor. You catch it. You reload it.
Same one.
I know we were quoting Princess Bride earlier, but I don't think that's what's. All right, so that's 1, 2,
right.
3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, rolling 3.
Catching an arrow and throwing it back at someone is actually one of my favorite 5e abilities. When you're playing
Sirica.
a mod.
All right. Well, I think Sirica being basically the named big baddie. I think I'm going to spend my only persona for them. Also, with skirmish wise, as someone who knows the battlefield.
I don't know the GMs have persona, but if she's the big baddie and that's her ability, then
I think one fate and one persona for a big powerful NPC I think is, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think having an NPC having persona is too far? But having a little bit of fate is fine.
I mean, I think she's been around enough sessions to earn it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, actually.
Yeah, right, as a
Didn't we vote
human.
for her a few
adventurer.
sessions? No,
Yeah.
I'm fine with whatever. Go for it.
Yep. I say bring it. All right.
Okay, 3 more.
Of course.
Whew.
Okay. What's the skill rating? 3. Okay, so I, of course, and I got one more success, so I'm a total of 8. And now I'm going to roll lucky.
And she's at a total of 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're one
But
ahead.
these
Well,
are independent,
Anyway,
aren't they?
so yeah.
They're independent, and I have +1 success because of crossbow anyway, but she's got plate, so
Who knows?
nothing there.
But we are going to be taking some hits
Oh, yeah.
here.
Big hits.
Yeah. So I'm at a total of 9 successes. And crossbow v plate and mace v helmet have important interactions here. Plate mail doesn't work against certain things.
This is about to become a very bloody fight, guys.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's ugly. Crossbows. They bypass leather. They don't bypass plate. So she definitely gets to use her plate.
Yeah. So Sirica's okay. So are we done with the die roll? Is the die roll stand with
Yep.
I'm me getting
7 and 8.
total of 7 and you getting a total of 8?
I have
Okay.
a total of 9 because crossbow.
9. Right. Okay.
Right. It's independent. I just needed 1 to get the
I will.
bonus, so.
Yeah. So I'm going to use the plate, and then she also has a glamored helmet
Cool.
in the shape of a and it's not like a quite an earring. It's a little bit like bigger. That like when you hit it, it dings off. It's only another magical thing. If you can take her down, this could be yours.
Yeah. Well, it's the hope. Well, that wasn't the hope, but it is now.
Yeah.
All right. So helmet automatically takes away 1.
Yeah.
So I'm down to 8. What does plate mail do? I don't remember because I've never used it. I'm sure it removes 1, but I imagine there's.
I think it's like on anything, but yeah, I'm looking for it in the. I gotta go up to the inventory list. I should have looked that up earlier.
It's all good.
Here it is. Prayer, flask, armor. Where's armor? Plate armor. After use, roll a d6. On a 1 to 2, the armor is damaged or destroyed, and 3+ it's usable.
Yeah, it automatically subtracts 1. So she's down. So she only takes...
There you go. It's damaged.
Nice. Well, not nice. I want to take that.
That makes sense. Still, it's a point blank shot, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So basically she reduces 2 successes, so I do 7 to her total.
Yep.
And I reduce 1 with my helm, so she does 6 to me. So that's.
I mean, I guess any round where you take less than you deal is a slight positive.
I mean, yeah, net win, everybody.
Yeah. So she's doing 6 to me, so everybody loses 1 dispo.
All right.
Yep.
And everybody except for me and her are still in the fight.
All right.
Oof.
Good times.
And defend is Hunter, I think.
Yep.
Right.
So let's hope that Acolyte is beginner's lucking some Hunter.
Yeah.
Bad news is if they do well here, yeah.
The bad news is that they're not acolytes. They're dressed as them.
I guess it is pretty easy to pretend to be a silent acolyte because you're like, oh,
Yeah.
robe, silence, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It's super useful. And no one
did
asks
it
any
for
questions.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any like silent acolyte imposter syndrome. Like, oh, so much more silent than me.
Acolyte, just like, I find that I kind of grunt sometimes. Every once in a while, I just I get winded and I say, oof. That doesn't count as a word, does it?
Sneeze sometimes.
My belly makes all kinds of weird noises.
You don't even hear
Like
that
loud.
part. I mean, come on.
When I eat too many beans.
Oh man, being a silent acolyte when it's like bean burrito night at the cafe is gonna be a big problem.
You just have to hope everyone else is so loud that they can't tell you've broken your vow.
I mean,
So how is this
silence is all relative.
acolyte defending here?
So it sounds like they're actually got to use beginner's luck.
Really?
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah. So it turns out in the infinite wisdom of Luke and Tor, thugs don't have Hunter.
No, definitely
Don't
not.
you say.
All right, Thuggy.
Thuggy fresh.
Yeah. So I think what Basil's doing is just like, I've had enough of this. Surrender, and just like standing up and walking up to this person, and then like hopefully just like, again taking them a little bit by surprise, and then just across the jaw with the shield. That shield is so useful. Who's helping?
Yeah. I will like come up from behind and like slam him in the back, the small of the back with the torch.
Nice. Oh, I'm down. Like,
It like
Bryn
makes you
can't
go,
help.
"Ah!" And,
Yeah,
like,
Bryn
open
will
up.
lie there with a contusion in her head.
No, Bryn. And yeah, Linus
We are
can't really
all
help either, huh?
I mean, not really. I can try and
Okay.
reach for something, but like by the rules, this should be fighter or my
Yeah.
wise.
Yep.
So
Well-
sorry, I was checking on a rules thing. What exactly is Basil doing?
I am doing like, I'm like walking straight up to them and just saying, you're going to surrender now, and then punching them
invariably
with the
don't.
shield.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, I'm trying to look for a way that my Caves of Chaos wise can come in here and
Oh, in fact,
I think you could say your leader has fallen, and
Yeah.
and the Lords of Chaos have no pity for the weak.
oh yeah, no,
Because like
you
Sirica is on the ground right now. She is out. I mean, not
Yeah.
dead, but out.
Yeah, and like on Caves of Chaos wise, it's not just the caves
Right.
themselves. Like we have,
We are in the cave of chaos. We're in the titular cave right
Yeah.
now.
You are, yeah.
and like we've seen how these creatures tend to, like things that are sworn to chaos or whatever tend to interact. So yeah, I totally back him up. Like he's walking up
Yeah.
with like a face smack and knuckle.
I am
kind of thing.
gonna like mirror that because I want to use my touch by the gods as well. So I'm gonna be like, your gods have failed you. Now it's time to turn to true power. You know, like,
Yeah.
Nice.
all right.
And the fact that we were going for a capture conflict actually makes sense here because it's not like run away back into the caves where they will eat you. It's not die here. It's come with us, right? Like,
Go with us if you want to live.
your way was the wrong one. I prove this to you with my steel.
All right, so I've got. All right, I think I'm ready to roll. I don't have the best of
Makes right.
dice
Do you want to throw a persona or
Yeah, that's
3
what I
at
want
it?
here. Let me throw 3 at it because we really do
All right.
kind of need to win this one. Oh, wait,
Yep.
3 is the
They're
max,
rolling.
right?
All right. So I'm rolling. Just so you know, I'm rolling 6.
Oh god. Okay. I am.
So-
Hold on. You're rolling
Yeah.
6 dice?
Yeah.
They had
They're defending.
right. But they're on beginner's luck, right? So their
Yeah.
dice pool is halved.
Yeah. So that is halved. Health.
Oh.
Health, help, and shield gives it a 6.
Okay. Cool.
Well, then I'm gonna roll 8.
Yeah.
So take that. Here we go. Oof.
Fucking
Yes!
fucking Eric dice, everybody. Fucking
We have
there it is.
But wait, we lose.
Look at that
one.
1-1-1-2.
No,
No, it's a versus.
it's the versus.
Oh, it is.
Why do we?
It's versus and it's defend.
So
Look at that
that's
shit. What does that
precisely what I
mean?
needed.
That is exactly what we needed to win the fight on that roll.
That is
Yep.
exactly it. How did you get
Um,
one success? First,
can
I
even-
wonder how you got 6 dice in the first place, but then I wonder how you got 1 success on 6 dice. So I can't.
7.
I cannot-
Yeah.
There are 3 1s in Eric's dice.
6.
Yeah.
Their healths are 5, and so 5 plus 1 is 6 divided by 2. Or it's 3. Oh, I should have rolled. Oh, you're right. I should have rolled 1 fewer.
It's okay.
Well, re-roll.
We'll let it
No, you're absolutely right.
For the
Ah, they have a trait. No, they have a trait, like bold
have
or
a trait.
whatever.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
going to say, for the record, the last one he rolled was the only success.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a computer. We can drop them in order. So
Yeah.
No. It's
No,
fine.
yeah.
They have a trait. I'm sure they have a trait of tough.
Yeah, exactly.
Satisfying.
They're thugs. Yeah. I mean, they're tough. You gotta be tough to shut up around you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay.
Oh, man.
Are we compromising? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's our only
Yeah,
choice.
we gotta.
I
It's
mean,
a vicious. The vicious compromise comes out.
This is an ugly compromise.
So, I knocked you down to a major compromise.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't think you're in a position to say that you have captured them. But I'm also not in a position to say that like I should achieve most of my goal.
Could we say that instead of well, okay, so this may be offering too much, but I'm not a very good negotiator. So could we say that we only captured one of the acolytes and the other ones got away? I mean, the acolytes
So-
are just some thugs, apparently. Like,
Yeah. So
Or-
maybe.
Sirica is unconscious, right?
yeah, I mean, I guess that's.
I mean,
Yeah.
ostensibly they were shot, but
Yeah. What
Their
was their
goal-
goal?
their goal was to cut off your escape and get you closer to the wolves and undead.
Right. So it says under major compromise, he must grant a major compromise to the loser. Imagine the loser nearly accomplished their goal, but was only thwarted at the end. What would that look like?
To me,
Or-
Oh, I know.
Sorry.
We had them all, but then at the last minute, we accidentally killed every single one of them.
no.
no.
I mean, it seems
I
to
think-
me like we could have them and still be stuck with the wolves, right? Like, or you know, the wolves are still there. I don't know. It makes a flee retreat really difficult if we're trying to drag 3 bodies with us.
Yeah. I mean, I like the position of you capturing the acolytes and not Sirica.
I don't like that position.
A,
A, she has
in terms of
magic armor I
capture.
want to take, and
Awful
B, she was
negotiator.
the one I put a hole in.
awful negotiator right here.
You got.
That's
if-
fine.
I mean, I'm giving you both acolytes being captured.
A little
They're not
better.
even real acolytes.
But I think. I mean, if you're
Trying
into
to upsell
this,
these thugs by calling them acolytes, and it's not working.
Right. We
you
already fell
capture,
for
you
that
capture,
ruse
you
once,
capture, you capture the thugs. But what if Sirica has cut off the escape of one of you?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, question. In the fiction, I don't think either Sirica or Bren are doing anything right now, right? They're both taken out of that fight. Now, that doesn't mean that they're dead, but it does mean that, like, within the context of ending the fight, we both have major holes in us.
Right.
Which could make Sirica difficult to drag out. You know, like we could cajole the acolytes because they are mobile and she's not.
So do I have it the other way around? Do you have Sirica, but the acolytes have one of you? Do we have it the other way around? Oh, the acolytes have Bryn. The acolytes have Bryn, and you have Sirica. That seems like a pretty.
I think that would be great.
All right.
That seems like a pretty.
Yeah, no, that is great. I was trying to come up with a good argument for why it isn't great.
That is.
I mean,
It is.
each team takes the unconscious member of the other team.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So where did they retreat to with Bryn?
They don't. Bryn is basically like has an unloaded crossbow stuck sandwiched between thugs and the encroaching wolf and zombies.
Right. So we leave Bren in an ugly state, and y'all get Sirica out of there.
I specifically have a goal about not splitting us up. So I think Linus, like the minute that he sees Bren's not coming along, he's not retreating.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, I don't know if that works that well because it would just
mean-
go back into another conflict. Like,
I'm
What
a
a-
little worried
Right.
about
Right.
A
Do
part
you
of me
think-
is trying
hold
to
on.
like not segue this directly into a
Right.
fleet conflict
And-
or into something else, but
Bryn, you and I should both be injured
I agree.
as well.
Well, I mean, we got a possible negotiation.
Yeah.
Which we're no good at, especially against.
Yeah, but you're only negotiating against two acolytes.
Oh, it's true.
Or two thugs rather. You're not
Yeah,
negotiating against Sirica. But but the thing is, we all know what our terms going to be, and they're kind of boring. What I'm trying to avoid is just another like stalemate scenario. Not because it doesn't make sense, but because it leads us to boring action. Injured.
You're so just so you know, you guys are 2 in the grind. Basil's oil goes out. So
There
you're
are 2.
so like there's the only thing that's lit here is the light spell of Sirica.
The light spell of
Yeah.
Sirica.
Which we have.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I think 2 options that make sense. One would be we have them, but the wolves are upon us. Like, or the other one would be that you get Sirica out and Bryn is trapped. And I'm fine with either of those options. I shouldn't speak. I'm not the GM to authorize those options, but those seem like
that kind of made more sense. I mean, our 2 goals, they wanted us to be driven back to the
Yeah.
wolves, and we wanted to capture them. So if we capture them, but then also we have to deal with the wolves because we didn't do it quick enough.
Okay.
Well,
They gotta-
Yeah.
it's effectively both sides getting their
Alright,
their.
But Sirica and
Their
Bryn
goal
are
was to do
both
it
injured
without
too.
being captured, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah, no, you capture them, but the wolves are here. The wolves are at the door, and Bryn, you're super worse for wear, but so is Sirica. Yeah,
Okay,
let's
cool.
let's do that. Let's do that one.
Sounds good. I think that's the more palatable option. What do you think, Sage? Is that?
Yeah, that works for me. I like it.
And it's an opportunity for you to use your damn Arcanist.
Oh man, I really
Basil, yeah. Can I gotta try to throw this in there too for consequences. Sure. Basil's hungry and thirsty.
Sure.
I'm trying to think of like everyone else is hungry and thirsty as the condition. I'm not just pointing at you, but everyone already is. So I think you should also get.
Okay.
It's fine. We just got some new meat.
Yeah. Is Bryn angry from avenging a grudge though?
I feel like the direction you're going is stacking more conditions on us, which I'm totally fine with. But at the moment, we've already agreed that both sides got their terms, and since we were the winner, I don't feel that we need to have like more conditions stacked on us.
Okay.
But I would be cool with that. But I want to trade that she's exhausted. If we're doing the condition trading game, like
no, then let's leave it at injured. It makes the most sense. Getting hit with a holy mace is you're injured.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I feel the injury for sure.
Let's just do that. You're right. I'm a twist guy. I'm not a conditions guy.
You're like, how can I make it more interesting? I get it. I feel the drive towards.
I appreciate it. All right, cool. So that's where we're at.
Cool. Should we take a break and then figure out what we do with these wolves?
Yeah, let's take a quick little break because that was an intense fight.
Yeah, it was.
God. Whew. Classic Eric dice. All right, everybody. We'll be back on the other side of a break. Don't go anywhere. I will see you all in about 5 to 8 minutes.
Thanks.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third part here of the Keep on the Borderlands, episode 13. We're in the midst of a pickle going down here in the caves. Sirica has betrayed the group. The group has betrayed each other. Not quite betrayed each other, but they fought for their freedom, and now they're out of the frying pan and into the fire. What are we gonna do?
How close are these wolves? How close are these zombie wolves?
Pretty damn close. Not immediately on you, gnawing at your ankles.
Okay.
That's kind of a disturbingly low bar.
Yeah, not biting you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think, confirm to me both Sirica and Bren are conscious, right? We're injured but awake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Bren's like pointing to exit, like, let's get out of here.
Okay. I am also injured, so I can't like drag anyone except myself. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can do some dragon.
But I feel like, Sage, you've been angling for using celestial music like all night long. It's
Yeah.
like, if there was a time to distract some wolves and make them go a different path.
Oh no! And I know what the wolves sound like because I've talked to them. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for the reminder. I'm ready to oh yeah, okay, I'll help drag some people. No, let's
For sure.
music some stuff up. Open the book.
Open your
Okay.
spell book.
Open that cell book.
Yeah, let me go back to
And I hate to be real gross about it, but you could send them after the body of the torturer. They did describe him as being really big.
Yeah, and they
And
were
like
all about eating.
If they hunger
yeah.
for the fleshy bits, we know where there are some not
Okay.
far.
So,
They don't have to fight for.
Oh, this is the best. It's easier to make animal vocalizations than to get human voices. Yeah, wonderful. Okay. Yes.
This is all a setup for you to cast that spell. All this entire
I'm
thing.
so excited. I
This
was
whole
all ready
game,
to sit
this
here
moment.
and be like, oh yeah, okay, sure, I'll haul some people out. Like, this line is being helpful, and then, oh man, you guys just made my day. Okay, so Arcanist, I'm going to make the sound of wolves ready to feed around where we left the corpse of the torturer. So that's type ob 2 from that, because it's animal vocalizations, which is tougher than environmental noises and drums. It's too bad they don't like give each other just cool drum solos to communicate. Would be in great shape.
Yeah.
I
I would love that.
mean, how long do we want this to last? I get 1 turn for free, so until we make a check.
Yeah.
I could do longer. I'm only at ob 2 right now, so like it's not a big deal. I mean, I've got Arcanist.
I can help with Arcanist.
You can help.
Wait,
Do we
can
all-
I not help? I'm all messed up.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't help if you're afraid.
Oh,
you can
no.
use wises or beneficial traits if you're angry, but this isn't.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Yeah.
afraid or angry.
Okay.
Caden's never afraid.
So yeah, I mean, should I go for at least 2 turns here to give us a little extra padding? Though actually, wait, we're figuring that they'll follow this, and then they'll start chowing down. So maybe we only need 1 turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably better to just get our success and.
Well, here's
Okay. Well, you should scale is a factor here for all of these. So just know that I'll be rolling in groups.
Okay.
how many are there?
I think there's in terms of wolves and zombies.
Oh, they're both
the
coming.
remaining ones?
We've
Yeah.
got both. Right.
Yeah,
And
you have both.
To resist the lure, they make a will test with an obstacle
Yeah.
equal to spells. By making the spell more complicated, I make it tougher for them to resist.
Mm-hmm. The more you dice, yeah.
So, okay, currently I'm at 2, and we've got the right noise for 1 turn.
I've got a reason why you might want to make it longer.
Sure.
You might want to make it longer and point them in a different direction, so they're not going to get distracted by the body that they can nom on. But if you point them in a different direction, we could run down and grab that book that Basil was looking at with the proof of all the stuff the torturer was trying to get,
Sure.
and then book it out of here. Just
Yeah,
because I love pushing our luck.
That's a good point. Like, I can get them to go investigate pretty much any direction. The body maybe buys us more time, but sure.
But then we still have the zombies, right?
No,
We've
Eric
got
said they'd roll
undead.
separately for both of them. He can. So it can affect
It's 2
both
parts.
groups, the zombies and the wolves,
Okay.
but they independently, one of them.
I'll
might-
independently check.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's. Okay, I only have Arcanist 4. I don't want to go much higher than 3 because I'm gonna have to be fishing around for dice to have a good shot at 3. So let's do 2 rounds, or 2 turns.
2 turns.
Yeah, rounds. 2 rounds. Yeah.
12 seconds.
Okay, so let me start putting my dice pool here. So this is Arcanist for Celestial Music. Okay, skill or abilities rating is 4 for Arcanist. Help.
I'm gonna help by as well, like howling down these echoing tunnels.
It,
So
it
that
turns out elf music and wolf howls are like descended from the same language or something.
I mean, if
yeah,
we're
I
playing
just try
Burning
to
Wheel, kind
I
of,
just-
yeah.
I just try to match like the notes that you're like howling. Like I'm not like getting the actual like wolf noises, but the resonation of the frequencies of the yelps are increased.
Nice. And then I'm gonna use my wizard sight because I'm tapping into magical energies, and being able to see what energies are around with my wizard sight is super useful. So I might as well go ahead and use that because session's almost over. I do not have any supplies for this spell. I don't think I have any other situational modifiers or anything like that. Okay, so up to 6 dice for Ob 3. So this is
If you fail using Chaos of Chaos Wise, it's going to be infinitely appropriate.
yes.
So
let's see how
seems
this
like-
goes.
Survey says.
Oh, sorry, I didn't put in the ob part. I like clicked submit, and I was like, "Where's my result?" But it had just popped up the end window. Okay, so my ob here is 3 because it's 2 to get it up to animal vocalizations and 1 to make it 2 turns instead of 1.
there you go.
Hey,
Yay!
Hey, that's a great
Amazing.
result.
Yeah, cool. And then okay, so that's a pass, and then I immediately cash in my wise checks for a fail. So that takes me to 4 successes. Oh no, I need 1 more failure. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm now very close to advancing Arcanist. No, I tricked myself because my passes was 1 more than my failures. So I was just like, I just need 1 more of both. That was
No.
Okay, so anyway, I do not advance Arcanist. I'm 1 failure away. I got to keep on using my wises, and we'll get there.
So does this mean they have to get 4 successes?
No, I think they only have to get 3.
Okay.
Yeah, they only have to get the ob of the spell. So
Yeah.
they only have to get 3. But I'm glad we didn't gamble any higher than that. Okay, yeah, that's my bit.
All right. So I get to roll them in 2 parts. They don't help each other, right? So I just roll 2 groups of 3d6, I guess, because they're undead. All right. Like just their nature, right?
I think
Yeah, I think it's
so.
their nature, but yeah,
Or
can they?
nature for monsters, it says.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I mean, they got to get 3 successes, and you're going against me, Sage. So just
Yeah, but I always feel like once it's me versus you, something evens out.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. One of them makes it. 1 pack makes it. You're right. That's insane. Oh, that one
And the
almost
other
made
one
it.
almost does.
Oh, yeah, okay.
By the skin of a chinny chin chin, it doesn't.
Ugh.
All right, so you're able to get rid of half of them.
Okay, well, I got my 1 check, though I'm so bummed I'm not advancing Arcanist.
I'm bummed you didn't get all the zombies to go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Fair. So which group is it? Which group runs off? Is it the?
I think it's a split of both.
Okay.
Right, it's not like a spice by species. I think it's just some wolves and some zombies go. Yeah, the closest ones go, and the other one, the ones in the back are still here.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, what are you guys gonna do? You still have. Okay, so. Would Sirica turn out the lights?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of that. They can't see in the dark, but you can't either.
I don't know. It's your
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No. I think they will. I think they'll say, like you have them restrained. So she's gonna be like, you like magic, do you? And it's like, is it like negatum,
yeah.
and like zoom, and like it goes off.
It's dark
and
Nice.
pitch black.
Is that something that can be done at all, though? Can you turn that spell off at will?
Oh, that's a good question. I just assumed I assumed you could.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption, but I mean that's what I'd assume as well. But I don't know.
You can dismiss a spell.
You can.
Yeah, like before it ends. I think you could probably dismiss a spell before it ends, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I don't think the game speaks to it one way or the other.
Okay.
We don't know if undead can see in the dark. Exactly.
I think
No.
she knows.
Oh no! It specifically says the cleric may choose to end the spell early.
Oh, okay.
If he chooses.
Oh well. Thanks. Thanks, gender norms, and
For what it's worth, Gary wrote this character as a male.
All right. Well, it's pitch black. I'm gonna try to grab the hands of two of my companions.
Okay.
I'll grab onto Linus, and I will grab onto Basil, and I'll say, "Someone grab Bryn. We've got to get out."
yeah.
So we don't have time to light a lantern, do we?
Well, I don't have any left.
Oh, I do.
No.
Yeah.
There is
Okay.
no. The shuffling of feet are here.
Right.
The undead are upon you. The rank of undeath.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to lead everyone out of the cave.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to drag our captives with us.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And if someone's gonna get bit, I'm fine with it being one of the acolytes. Honestly, meaning like I have this feeling that maybe they wouldn't bite Sirica, but I don't think the acolytes who are not actually acolytes would have any such protections. So I say we drag Sirica and tell them, come with us if you don't want to be wolf chow. As an extension of the fact that we have them captured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we're running away.
All right. So I think this is a health test to get out of here.
Cool.
You're fleeing.
Or
Right.
nature.
You're literally
Okay.
you're running out of this place in the dark. Away.
Yep. I think Basil. I think Effie is angling for a nature test because it is human nature to run.
Run. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
I think let's yeah, Basil. I think you should make a running test and we can all give you help.
all right.
But
I mean, I could. Okay.
I mean, if somebody has better than 4,
I could spend like a persona to add my nature. If I use my nature descriptor, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, but your nature descriptor is singing, remembering, and
Yeah, but it's pitch
hiding.
black, but I remember exactly how to get out of it.
I don't think it's a matter of I mean, I just I feel
I see what you did there.
I think we should go with the humans. Their nature of scripture is literally running. Like it's right in there for.
Yeah.
Although that's
I'm
pretty
actually
good.
surprisingly persuaded by the elf.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, I did say that I grabbed everyone and started running. That's all it was.
Yeah.
That's true.
Why I was
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact that we could get out of here without just smacking into walls because it's pitch black makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a health test.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if
At its
there's.
base.
Yeah, it seems to me like it's just a big giant versus. Like they're gonna roll their nature plus helping dice, and we're gonna roll health plus helping dice, and
So,
or I don't know if you
I'm-
had
I have -1 die.
yeah,
I'm injured.
and you have +1 odd because you're exhausted. Why are we having you lead this?
That's fine.
I'm back to let the human run
I'll carry you.
in his shield. He'll just put your little elf frame in his shield. And
Very
carry you
light.
around. Yeah.
No, that's fine. So that is 3. 4 extra for my nature.
For your nature. 3 extra for us helping because we're all running.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I have to mark this down. Spent. Oh, come on, little one. You want to come out?
Yeah. You're running with captives who are trying to fight your way as best they can.
Yep. I'm assuming you're invoking the evil jam obstacle.
Now, yeah. Now, what I would say is if you want to sneak in not a convinced conflict, obviously, but just a simple versus test to see maybe you can buy the thugs being like, don't trust this person, like they're going to eat you kind of thing, right? Or if Sirica has them or they know enough to not do better. But it's dark, you're in a fucking chaos cave, and there's zombies. And so you know what? Maybe your training and maybe payment isn't enough for actually when you experience it, and they're cowards at heart. So do you want to quickly try to see that, or should we just
see if we can get them to not impede us?
Yeah,
by convincing them that it's in their best interest not to like struggle against us while we're getting out of the caves when zombies are coming after us.
Yeah. I feel like also I'm kind of kicking myself, being like, why am I suggesting this? That's on you.
Yeah.
Well, you just introduced it. To be fair, I mean, you just said that was a factor, so we've got to figure out if we want to do anything about it. But so they are. So when we said, because we've got them bound or whatnot, we have them captured, and we said let's get the heck out of here. They're like struggling and resisting, and they don't want to come with us.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they're like trying to slow you down, right? Because
Does that include Sirica? Is she also?
Totally. Like they're, or at least break free from you. Like maybe they don't want to like hang out with the zombies, but like they also they can like they know the caves and where they can go better than you do.
Do they now have the remembering nature? Are these elven thugs now? Okay, yeah.
Well, maybe not the thugs. That's what I'm saying. Maybe not the thugs, but Sirica definitely does.
Yeah, right. Because my inclination is I would be more inclined to try and clock Sirica in the head and make a fighter test and knock her unconscious and leave the thugs to be eaten by zombies than to like try and convince people.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Side with us because
I think with your grudge, that would be much more likely.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do that.
Yeah. I pick up Sirica's mace. I smack her in the head with it, and I say, "Leave them to die by the hands of leave them to be added to the zombie horde." I am super annoyed at like all that.
So I guess I'm gonna resist with health.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
we'll
or
leave
her
them
fight-
in the dark, hold hands, and run away.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. You're also in the pitch black though, so like maybe
Yeah,
not. So
exactly.
actually, you know
Yeah.
what? No,
You're right. I
No.
can't make a fighter test in the pitch black. You're right.
nah, we're in the pitch black. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's just go. Let's just do it.
No, I forgot about the darkness. I
this
think
is-
we can only make a persuader test. That's the only thing that's really
Yeah.
like
This is a versus.
yeah.
We could do a riddle.
If I make
Sure.
this test, I open Persuader.
And you're the one about making friends and convincing. So
Yeah.
That's a good point. I would have a different tack to this than everybody else. I'd probably be like,
I'm a loner and don't know what to do like you. I found this group.
like, it's you don't want to die here alone, lost in the caves. We've made friends with worse people than you. Just come with us. We'll work this all out later. So yeah, like my underlying point being like, we care more about saving people than we do about like getting revenge on you, which is more or less true-ish.
I was gonna say, are you speaking specifically to the thugs, or are you including Sirica in this?
I was mostly targeting this at Sirica, actually. The thugs I care a little bit less about. But Sirica, like, Linus, at least, has been willing to make friends with people who have done,
Who betrayed your trust? Like, specifically?
That's a lot to ask. You're right.
As Bryn is like, really?
All right, it looks like we're circling, and we need to wrap up today, right? So
Yeah.
so either if we can't decide on a test, then we're just doing the health test and running away.
No, I'm persuading her with. Actually, no. This is Linus growing up and not thinking of himself first. Look, we can leave you to die here. You can come with us, and we'll work something out. But we're not going to kill you in cold blood. Like,
Right.
he makes a really calculated, flat out, just like, if you want to. And I know that we know that she might run away somewhere, but like,
Yeah.
you can die here, or you can come with us, and we won't kill you in cold blood.
Right.
So this is based on will.
Yeah, so like Sirica's obviously like, don't listen to them. They're gonna arrest you and throw you back into the gates. Remember who rescued you. And
So I half my will. Any help? Anything? No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean
no,
they're manipulating them. That's how I'm resisting with manipulate, basically.
Sure.
Yeah. Bryn like sighs as she's like tugging on them, and she's like, it may be the dwarf in me, but Linus doesn't lie. We will arrest you. Sirica's right. We won't slit your throats in the night. Better than you'd do for us. I don't know if that's really helping, but it's helping. It's a little bit of help. It's a little.
Okay. So for it to matter, both of the other people would have to help.
Okay.
I'm having I'm
Yeah.
guessing that this is probably roll
It-
now.
We're just helping with will. This is like a
Oh, okay.
beginner's luck thing.
This would be Persuader.
Yeah, so persuade helps persuade here.
I do not have.
No, but Linus is doing beginner's luck, so you can help with will.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
sorry, I
Yeah,
forgot you
you
said
just
both.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yep.
I'm just like, you've got many more songs to hear if you just listen to my friend. Otherwise, your last one has been sung.
I kind of want to just give him the riddle. Who has two thumbs is not going to be eaten by wolves and zombies today.
Who's that?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think I'm just gonna put on the cheery Like, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I don't even care. I just want to get back to wine and food and the warm sun to try and just
low key, like,
Yeah.
I like it.
yeah.
Point out all the things that they would be missing. Okay.
Yeah, when they die here by the hungry maws of zombie wolves.
I like how we generally appeal to people's like craven
Yeah.
desires not to die.
3 successes on 5 dice. Not bad, actually.
Yeah.
We tie.
No.
Oh.
Well, Linus, you have 1 6.
You want to break the tie in your favor? For 2 checks?
Well,
You
no,
mean
it's
in
in
your favor.
your favor for 2.
Yeah, I'm
checks.
sorry. Yeah.
We've already got enough to camp. Honestly, I would rather like put this to bed. So I'm leaning
Literally.
towards. I've got Persona and Fate, so I can Persona with my Caves of Chaos wise, because once it's clear that this isn't landing with him, I forget whether it's well actually or whatever, but
Of course.
of course, I just needed to point out how bad things are. So I started going into like horrible detail about all the things we've seen here, because I'm Caves of Chaos wise. So it's just like because I kind of told him like you can die here or you can come with us. We won't kill you in cold blood. And
I've almost died here 3-4 times.
I was like, you could die here to the horrible torture. You could die here to the zombies. They devour you without killing you first, and then you come back as one of them, and all your friends have to. And like just go into massive detail on like all the ways that everything's awful. So spending a persona gets me re-rolling.
All fails.
All fails. Okay. So in
2.
this case, that is 2. 1 more success.
You got 1 more success. Okay, so they're not a factor.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Take care of that.
Now let's get out of here.
Let's do it.
So shoot.
Submit.
All
3,
right, I'm rolling 5 dice against you, Linus.
5, 6, 7.
Or excuse me, Cadence.
Basil. Or Cadence. Yeah.
Bryn.
Okay, and
We'll
gonna-
get it. We'll get it.
minus 1 success off of this, right?
Kind of, or they get +1 success, or
Yeah,
I mean,
minus 1 off yours is the easiest way of doing it.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. Fucking
Perfect.
dice. Yep. Okay.
You know
Eric
what?
dice
Take
strikes
2
again.
off.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Sorry, Eric.
No worries. The grind ticks though.
Oh.
But you guys are able to get out of the caves.
Oh, it's not grind over. Okay.
No. Those 2.
Oh, okay.
The persuade test knocks it to 3, and then the health test to escape knocks it to 4. So it's
Yeah.
over, and so
now we're all
everybody
exhausted.
everybody gains exhaustion.
Except for Cadence, who already was exhausted, so now he gets whatever's next
Sick?
after that. No, it's not sick. It's the grind. It doesn't give you sick or injured till the end. It's like it's like angry or afraid or something.
It's angry. It's angry.
Okay. Hungry, thirsty, angry, exhausted, injured.
There you go. You got 4 of them.
You're about to have the whole lot.
The royal flush.
Okay. So then, we end with you guys running out of the caves with your prisoners tonight.
Yeah, cool.
The zombies don't pursue you. It's the we say it's like midday, right? So it hasn't been too. You haven't been in there too long.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? That extra success we got was important because you're also at -1 success for it being dark.
Oh, right.
okay, cool. So that's where we're gonna wrap it up here today, everybody.
Great.
All right.
Cool. Yay.
We made it out.
Yay.
We made it out.
Should we do some Martha stuff real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Virgil.
I'm a true adventurer. Elves are made of sterner stuff. Uh,
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, pretty stern. Still chugging along. Goal, get to a safe place to camp. Outside is pretty safe compared to the caves, but I think
The
we're just
camp part is still a little
barely outside of the caves.
Fate.
Yeah,
work
you
towards
worked
it.
on it. You didn't
Okay.
get it, but you
Yeah.
worked on
Yeah.
it.
So fate points. Keep going.
Instinct, don't run out of food. Always take an opportunity to forage. Didn't actually get an opportunity.
No.
Oh, that's
You should have changed that from last time. Yeah.
But it would have
nothing.
been great if we had got a camp, because then I could have got 3 actions in during a camp phase with my.
And it
wild.
doesn't work that. I think you have to donate them actually.
Yeah,
you can't go multiple times in a row, but
Yeah.
you're fine with that. Okay.
All right.
So no instinct, but you gained 2 fates or 2.
Yeah.
Right.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bryn's is people with good intentions make good promises. People with good characters keep them. Oh my god, that was
You
huge.
just fucking embodied that today.
Yeah. That's I played it up. It was very important to me. I'll take
Yeah.
fate on that. I'll gain the commitment of our party that we're here to explore the caves, not serve the Lords of Chaos. I don't think we said it explicitly, but I think that we finally defined what our party was. The sense of party was loose, and now it is clear. So I feel like I've accomplished that. Like we're no longer having
Definitely.
ambiguity about
Persona.
it.
For sure.
Yeah, and my instinct was about camp, so it doesn't apply.
Okay.
Sage?
So I've got belief I can find allies within the creatures of the cave. Some of the creatures here are like me. I'm playing the belief, so I get the fate point. I think in some ways I may have to rethink that belief because, man, I'm finding better allies among the creatures of the caves than I am among other humans at this rate. In some ways I feel like that needs, it was played with in this session in the sense that we've had more luck with wolves and
Bugbears and
and stuff
Yeah.
than we have with humans. So I almost feel like this needs to be dialed up a notch to humans are really awful. And,
Yep. Bryn would support
anyway.
that notion.
But for the moment, fate point for playing it. Keep the party together. I think there was a few times that we got really close to splitting the party, and this was actually a key thing that I fought for.
Yeah.
Some of those were with compromises, so those were.
You took everybody being attacked by wolves and zombies rather than leaving Ben behind. I know that within the fiction, that wasn't you had that we were talking about that on a meta level, but you specifically cited Linus's refusal to leave Bryn behind is the reason why we didn't do that option. So
I mean, I think for today, I actually get the persona point and I'll write a new goal. I don't think this was just working towards it. I think I kind of the things that I was most worried about happening, I kept from happening.
Yeah.
I agree. I totally agree. Persona, sure.
And then the instinct that every session I say, we're surely going to make camp, so I'm going to keep this.
Right.
Guess what? We didn't make camp. So nothing there. Epi?
All right. The Lords of Light have need of my services, so I shall serve. I feel like I was in the service of the Lords of Light, at least by the letter of the law. Maybe not the spirit that they would want me to serve in.
You had a choice to turn away from them for power. You didn't.
Right.
So.
My goal is to get Cadence out of the cave alive. Boom.
You
Boom.
succeeded.
Persona.
And like everyone else, I have a camp instinct. So we just got a camp.
You'd think camp would happen every week.
Yeah.
Very important for
You were we literally were gonna let's just seal the door and let's do it. And yeah, but our friends though.
Yeah, sorry, I led us astray.
No, it's all good.
Sean shows up, plays Praise Ben, we all die.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then our last ones are group rewards, right? Or you were because you're in 6.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, yeah. Yep. So MVP. What do we think?
Man, important roles.
I mean, it's I hate to be the big thing about the battle thing, but taking out
Sirica.
I am getting tired.
Yeah. I think duping Sirica into thinking that you're on her side was the big deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That gave us the hugest edge in the fight.
Wait, I wasn't even. I was
That's
going
no,
for
that's a way better.
Actual
That's a way
Too
better.
bad.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
We all agree it's you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that-
It's Basil.
I'm gonna make a decision that we all agree that it's
Yeah.
No,
What's
the
next?
the fake turn was
Yeah.
Phew, that was really cool. That was actually a really cool moment.
That was a great moment of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that. Cool. So workhorse, person who helped the most. I have thoughts, but I don't want to like say the question and then immediately give an answer. So
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards either Bryn or Cadence on this one.
I was feeling Cadence. He's the one who got us out at the end, ran away.
Yeah.
He's the one that helped you with your spell.
Yeah, I don't
know.
And actually, Cadence, I think, helped on like a
Most
large percentage of rolls.
he handed off the knife so that he handed off his knife so that
Right.
Basil could have like a better like it's also like mundane things like did you have the right tools and whatnot, and and then he switched to torch to like club the dude, like he had all the right gear. I think it's Cadence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's Cadence.
All right.
I think the only reason why we think it's Cadence right now is because Sage is too humble to put Linus up for it.
But I couldn't help with that many things. Like as far as like always being there to make the rolls.
Oh yeah,
There's
I
all
think
the fight rolls.
I think Linus was a real close second for MVP with that spell, but I don't think he was like always in there with the clutch to help.
I agree.
Everything. Like
Totally agree.
if there hadn't been Basil with the persuade roll, it would have been Linus for the spell for sure.
Okay.
MVP for me.
Okay, cool. And then embodiment, everyone's toughest one. Who doesn't get it this week is really the question.
Yeah. Who feels like they should opt out?
I definitely will not accept Sage not getting one.
I was about to say that I'm the one who shouldn't get one. So
just because you made me laugh so jolly.
I feel like the poignant interactions between Basil and this is not that I didn't love everything Cadence did, but I think the poignant interactions between Basil, Brent, and Linus about the meaning of friendship and oaths and your word and whatnot were all very like tightly wrapped around this conflict with Sirica.
Yeah, I think that the three of you really did a lot more of like working through character stuff and developing more and like. I think the three of you guys did amazing.
Yeah,
I accept that.
I was leaning towards that too, but that's not a dig. Yeah, like that's not a dig.
It's not a dig at all. It's
all.
just that our issues came to the forefront.
Yeah, it was a nice arc for all of your characters.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Cool. All right then. That will do it for us today. Let's just quickly go around. Quick outros. Where can people find you? And then let's get out of here.
All right, I'll go first. You can find my music at soundcloud.com/zircon5. And when I'm doing other role play shows with people, I host over at twitch.tv/zircon5. So those are the two main places you can catch me. What about you, Sean?
I'm everywhere as at Sean Nittner, and you can catch my streams at twitch.tv/actualplay. How about you, Sage?
Let's just say Twitter, old Fortran with an E. Old underscore Fortran with an E in the old, because I link to most of my other stuff from there. Assuming that I don't like quit in disgust at Kanye and the Dilbert creator. Yeah, anyway. Twitter's more of a hellhole than usual recently, so who knows. But over to you, Eddie. Epi. Oh, gee.
I'm Edidiah.
Sorry, I know who you are. I don't know how that works. Yeah.
I'm Epidiah, EPIDIAH at Twitter. Let's do that too. I've been doing most of my talking on Twitter recently too. So we're doing the whole April TTRPG maker thing, and that's been going well.
I'm like 2 weeks behind on that, but there's going to be some day here that I'm going to find time to catch up.
Yeah, I've been trying to do it. Oh, I have a short plug I want to make, which is that Big Bad Con is coming up in October, and the Kickstarter for that will be going live next month.
Nice.
Check it out. It's a great con. Love it if people back.
Where is that located?
It's in the Bay Area, Walnut Creek, California.
Okay.
So
Cool.
Folks on this side should come on out. It's in October.
Over. Gotta figure out if I can justify a work trip right around there.
Definitely can just our work trip. There's a Google campus right next to us.
Yeah. No,
worth it.
there's I've been traveling down there more often recently, so I'm sure I can find a reason.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
It's good times. All right. How about you, Eric? Where can people find you?
Do you stream on Twitch or something, Eric?
Yeah.
I'm really-
I try a little bit, just I don't know. There's this thing called Twitch.tv that I've just been, experimenting on every day, sometimes twice a day on different people's channels. Just follow me on here at EricVulgaris, Twitter, EricVulgaris, everything, YouTube over there as well for all the VODs. That's it. Epi needs to go to bed, so I'm not going to keep him up anymore.
Yeah.
This is episode
Have a good
13. If
night.
you're watching this, you know who I am, and you know where to find me. All right, so take care, everybody.
See you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.